Chat, Goose frickin' Morning. It's happening. It's here. We have done the first ever early morning Goose Morning live. Holy smokeronies. That's what people say. It's what all the cool kids say. I'll tell you that. That's what all the cool kids are saying. How the heck are you? I see we got Just Rustlin in the frickin' chat. Looking beautiful, Goose-tastic. Cameron, give him one. Let's go. Give Just Rustlin all the rustlin we can give him. Give him another one. Let's go. We got Weezered in the chat. The man, the myth, the legend, the emote god. Let's go. Look at all these emotes. Chat, we're killing it with the emotes. Let's go. Cameron, Adam. We got Benjamin frickin' Wheelie in the chat. Looking beautiful, Goose-tastic. We love to have Benjamin. Let's go. Curtis Soldier in the chat looking freaking incredible. Curtis! We got you, Curtis. We got you. Curtis with a beautiful question. Good morning, sunshine. See, that's the type of treatment I want, chat. Start calling me sunshine. You hear me? Are you feeling better or are you still sick? The Simpsons hit and run curse still has me strong for some reason. But I'm feeling so much better than last week. Holy, last week was bad. But I'm alive. But real quick, nothing makes me feel better than Cassius with the 3-month sub. Holy! Cassius, shout out Cassius. Cassius with the goose. My dude, I love you, but it's nearly 1 a.m. here in Australia. Checking in to say hey, and checking out to say goodnight. Shout out Cassius for just... Really, you know, Cassius got the notification and Cassius was like, hold on. Let me just jump in here real quick. Give him the old 3-month sub and just dip out. You know what I'm saying? Cassius is a W. Cassius is a W. We got Celine Winter Night in the chat. Let's go. Celine Winter Night in the chat with a good morning, Goose and Goslings. Hope you are feeling well. Have an awesome stream. Later, need to work. P.S. Jug, Zug. Guess what, Celine? Isn't that nice? Good old Zug. Chat, my brain just shut off there for a second. Thank you, Celine. That is very, very kind of you. That is very, very kind of you. As you guys may or may not know, I will continue saying hi down the list. Give me 2 seconds. 2.38 goose seconds. But today is Friday instead of Saturday. I've been reading the Twitch chats. I've been seeing the comments. I've been seeing what y'all have been saying. So I thought I'd try moving it a day, and we're going to test it. In fact, chat, at some point in a couple weeks, definitely in a couple weeks, we will be doing a full week of Goose Morning Live because I'm going to use this to give you guys more content because you guys are beautiful, Goose-tastic. I just want to give you the best content that ever was. Quite frankly, we're going to get it done. Me and Cameron here. Cameron's on lock today. Cameron? He's on lock! He's on lock today. He doesn't miss today. We had a talk. We had a long talk. So we're going to be doing Goose Morning Live every day of the week at some point in a couple weeks. And really, the purpose of that, besides obviously giving you guys the content that you deserve, right, is I'm going to look at the data and I'm going to see which day works best for everybody. That way, I just picked Saturday but maybe it's not the best day. So we're going to find out. Maybe this is a better day and then you can start your weekend right. We're going to test it. So today's our Friday morning, Goose Morning Live. And quite frankly, it feels kind of saucy, you know what I'm saying? It feels kind of saucy. We got... Pardon me. We got one and mine in the chat with a hey, hello, how do you do? And mine in the chat, Cameron. And mine's in the chat, looking beautiful, Goose-tastic. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Bebo. I will not be happy until I get a text to speech. Hit us with one, Bebo, because Bebo's in the chat. Bebo763. We love to have you here, Bebo. Give us one. Okay, give us one. We're ready. It's Friday. We're feeling it. Dario555 with a beautiful hi. Short, simple, to the point. We love to have you, Dario. You're looking beautiful, Dario. Top of the morning to you, Bebo. World Map, though, coming in with the 4-month sub. World Map might be in the lead. Let's give World Map. World Map with the frickin' W's on W's on W's. I mean, it's in his name. World Map.
I beat Bebo to it face savoring food. Sunshine.
I love it. I love it! Mwah! I love it! The text-to-speech is there, of course, right here. If you see the button, it means text-to-speech is on. You can do exclamation mark, TTS, space, whatever your message. It will appear so long as this button is here. When the button is no longer there, the rules state, the Goose Law states, there's no more text-to-speech. There's no more! Until I go to a scene that has text-to-speech. So, there you go. Shout out World Map. That is super kind. Really appreciate the resubscription for the 4 months. That is amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Lemon Muffin 232 in the chat. What's going on, Lemon? A Friday stream. I like that. I like that. Hold on. Who is that in the chat? Is that Mr. Daniel Tiberius Lemon? Is that who that is? Oh, Lee, give him one, Cameron. Here's the thing. I have something to admit to Mr. Daniel Lemon. At first, as you guys may or may not know, I've been sick for the past few weeks, right? Also, shout out the new jeans I got today. Feeling good about them. I've been sick for a few weeks. It's just not going away. In fact, I got sick twice. Got a flu and then I got a cold. It was not fun. We're on the tail end of it, but I'm pretty sure...
New levies.
The new Levis. That's true. I got the new Levis and I'm feeling good. The Levis never lets you down. I'll give you guys a tour of it in 2 seconds. So, I thought it was a meme at first, but now I'm literally 100% certain that the Simpsons Hit and Run curse is a thing. Chat, it's happening. I am buying Simpsons Hit and Run. It will happen. Honestly, I was going to do it before the stream. I just ran out of time. Because I can't be sick any longer. Simpsons Hit and Run is happening. We will be doing a Simpsons Hit and Run stream. I'm buying this game. I want to be free of this sickness. The curse must be broken. It has to be done at a reasonable hour. It will be done at a reasonable hour. It'll be done at an hour that works best for everybody. We'll be playing that game heck, let's just marathon it. Let's YOLO. I think that'd be hilarious. Let's try to beat the game. Let's do it. Because I can't deal with this anymore. How am I still sick? You know what I'm saying? How the heck am I still sick? We got freaking Punch Sploder in the chat. Real quick, Punch Sploder in the chat. Beautiful Goose-tastic. Friday Goose Morning Live. We got erock95823. You think I couldn't say your numbers? Friday I'm sharp. As you guys see, Friday I'm a little sharp. Saturday I'm a little exhausted. Friday I'm a little sharp. You see this, chat?
Some crazy stuff happened in the U.S. We don't have to talk about it, though.
What are you talking about? What do you mean? What happened? I have no idea what you're talking about. What happened? Some stuff happened. I've heard. Dubs0413. Goose Morning to you, Dubs. Beautiful Goose-tastic. We'd love to have you here. Friday session.
The Italians poisoned you. You haven't recovered since you came back.
It is true. This is why I'm willing to admit I will never play another Nintendo Mario game ever again. The Italians cannot be trusted. Quite frankly, Mario is, he's an industry plant. It's about time we all come to the same conclusion. Mario and Luigi are industry plants meant to ruin this society. I can't take it anymore. We'll be playing Simpsons Hit and Run and fighting fire with fire. That's it. I'm over it. What's that? Yeah, that's right. I'm over it. Show Pony's in the chat. Show Pony with a beautiful, just eloquent, just, oh my God, just, I'm going to read this here because it was like Shakespearean. Show Pony with sup butt nuggets. Oh, Cameron, give him one. Give him one, Cameron. Don't be shy. Now show Pony. Okay?
You got it from Goldie's?
I haven't ordered it yet, but I will order it. And I don't know where I'm going to order it. I usually order from eBay. It seems to be the best bang for your buck, but man, shipping always kills you. So maybe DK Oldies, but I heard DK Oldies is expensive. I don't know. You know, sometimes gamers just talk. So there's a lot to be said for convenience, right? There's a lot to be said for convenience. There's just so much to be said for convenience. I love convenience. Chat, today's going to be a beautiful Goose Morning Live. As you know, we got the new layout that we tested last week. We got the new Friday morning stream. We're testing things left and right. That's what we do here at Goose Inc., okay? That's not a real company. I just threw that out there. But today, we are talking about a lot of gaming news, a lot of gaming events. A lot of stuff has happened. The PlayStation 5 Pro is here. Did you get one? Did you not get one? Do you have any money left? Are you doing okay? Let us know. We'll be talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro and how people feel. Oh, you got 20. Oh, you're one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We got him. We got him. Yeah, the PlayStation 5 Pro is out, but not only that, the PlayStation has hit a brand new milestone. It has sold I think it's at 65 or something like that. Anyways, we're going to touch on that. We got some Fallout news, some Nintendo news, some Halo Classic news, and of course, chat, for months, this entire year, this entire Goose Morning Live, I feel like I've been very clear. Mass Effect needs a TV show. Say it with me. Mass Effect needs a TV show. Chat, Mass Effect needs a TV show. First person to text a speech that is the best in the world and will be made into my best friend, okay? Mass Effect needs a TV show. That's just a fact. And it's happening. It's finally happening.
Simpsons hit, and Run needs a TV show.
You're going to get some dirt in your eyes, sir. You're getting dirt so far in your eye, I quite frankly don't know what to do with it. Because it's coming. It's coming your way. You better get glasses or goggles or something. Eye protection. You better get it. Because it is coming your way, sir. The man doesn't miss. The man doesn't miss. Not only does he not miss, he actively blocked Show Pony's text-to-speech. Show Pony goes to say it, and Mr. Danny Lemon just like, look at me. I am the text-to-speech now.
Mass Effect TV show they gonna make Shepard male. I'd prefer Fem Shep cause she's my fave. Plus if Shepard doesn't choose Liara in the show, I will not care.
Fem Shep's awesome, but come on. Male Shepard is the guy that had sold the game for like the majority of the games. It's like only in Mass Effect 3 where they really tried to market the red-headed, green-eyed Fem Shep. She's awesome. She's awesome, but like the male Shepard has an identity. Honestly, I don't even need them to touch on Shepard. I just love the world of Mass Effect so much. Chat, I'll be real with you. I'm not an MMO guy, although World of Warcraft Classic's pretty baller. A Mass Effect MMO would like legit be like the best thing ever made. EA, I don't know what EA. I know you're in the chat, Mr. John EA. Stop making 20 Maddens, okay? Stop making FIFA 28, okay? You make a Mass Effect MMO. I'll market it for free because that's how much I want it. I'm sick of it. I'm losing it. So today we're going to be doing that. We're going to be talking about all this gaming news. So quite frankly, let's just jump into it. But before I do that, chat, as always, every single week I post the exclusive Discord link. The first 10 people who click the link are welcomed into the Discord. The Discord is incredible. We'll be going through that shortly. So let me post that link and pin it in the Twitch chat. There it is. Bada boom, bada bing. It has been posted. It has been pinned. And guess what? I'll post it 17 more times. How about that? Look, I can spam my own chat. I'm allowed. What a beautiful morning. Honestly, it feels, you know when you have like an early day off school because of like some weather thing or something like that, where everyone's like, oh, it's like a big storm, we better go home early or something like that. That's how I feel about a Friday Goose Morning Live. It feels kind of naughty. Anyways, where am I? Where am I? What
Another Battlefield competitor is coming, named War Dogs. Check it put.
Really? Is this true? Is this true? Hold on, let me prep. Actually, I might as well leave that on there. No. No. I love the Ape Escape theme song. Oh my god, I love it. Let's hit up the first gaming news. But before we do that, okay, let's hit up the theme song. Hit it, Cameron. How do you miss these things, Cameron? How do you miss them? Chat, real quick. Your boy did a podcast. I did a podcast with this channel, small channel. That's right. I don't care what type of size you are. If you make quality stuff, I see you trying. I want to help. This guy seemed to make incredible podcasts, and it's all about the gaming industry. He's doing a lot of cool stuff there. And so he asked me if I wanted to do a podcast, and I went in. We had a 2-hour conversation. I have no idea what the full podcast is going to be like. Talked about a lot of personal stuff, talked about how I grew my YouTube channel, talked about my problems with the gaming industry, a bunch of stuff. That's going to be coming out probably in a month. I'll post all that stuff and make it happen. Please use dark mode. Okay, Mr. Frickin' Anmind. Just because today I'm feeling saucy today. I'll do it for you. I'll do it. Boom. There it is. So yeah, this podcast, Pixel Fabula. Guess what? Again, boom. Link right there. He's doing a podcast where we did a podcast together, so that's going to be available to you guys in the next month. Honestly, I'm really, really excited because we had a fantastic conversation. You know, sometimes in podcasts where people just, you don't click as much. We had a great dynamic. We had a fun time. And honestly, all the stuff that we spoke about, the topics, I feel like we went through them very, very well in a way that felt naturally interesting for me and for him. So that was fantastic. And we bonded a lot over the Valve's new game, Deadlock. He offered to give me a key and play. So that maybe that's something we do in the future with Pixel Fabula. The man's name is Gotcha. He's an amazing guy. So yeah, shout out to him. Next form of quick discussion, chat. We have hit 180,000 subscribers on the U of Tubes. Chat, 180 subs on the U of Tubes. Can we get some W's, some emotes, some something? Give me something in the chat. Holy smokes, I'm feeling good about it. Thank you, chat. You're all beautiful, Goose-tastic. I appreciate you. 180 subs. Chat, for context, in January, I was at 32 subscribers. In fact, check this out, chat. Check this out. Stop yelling at me, chat. Check this out.
Human fall.
Okay, in this video, let me turn this down a bit. Look at the end. The end. Look at this. As always, keep it cute. I missed it.
So you have one player
Okay,
that
wait.
would like it.
Oh, wait, no,
As
I did
always,
miss it.
keep it cute, and remember, the laws of physics don't matter when you have family.
100K subs in 2024. Goose family. Thank you for the support. You see, chat? I called my shot. My first video of the year, January 2024. Okay, look, I'm going to click it here. It's going to say January 27, 2024. I said 100K subs. I'm shooting my shot. Let's do it. And I said the Goose family would get us there. Well, guess what? Y'all freaking got us there. Shout out, you guys. You guys were like, hold my beer. You guys are like, we got this. Hold on. Step back. It's the Goose's turn. He's coming. 100K subs. He's on his way. Get out of the way. It's happening. You guys did it. So shout out to you guys for the support. Huge shout out to first time chat. Nars Siddharth 96 in the chat. First time chat with a GG. We appreciate you. You are beautiful, Goose-tastic. We'd love to have you here. Holy smokes. So that's incredible, chat. We absolutely slayed. Quite frankly, we're unstoppable and the people should be scared of us. We are going to dominate. Relax, Goose. You said you wouldn't die on stream. Coffee. So like I said, the Discord is killing it, and we have lots of good stuff there. Real quick, just want to give a quick shout out to Wizard for boosting the server, Scruffy for boosting the server, and mine for boosting the server. You guys are all amazing and Goose-tastic. The server is now on level 2 boost. We are just clutching it. We are killing it. And you guys are awesome. You guys also make the best memes. Like, honestly, when I saw this morning, I died. I died and was resurrected. I can literally hear the song, "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to meet you once again." That's probably not the lyrics, but you know what I mean. Also, Sponge Aim is really good at MS Paint, apparently. That's actually really good. that's like ridiculously good for what it is. Yo, you guys literally are the most creative people of all time. I love that. So that's incredible. I'm super proud. The community's grown. The Twitch stream has grown. Instagram has grown. The YouTube has grown. We're just constantly destroying. We are on fire. Nothing can stop us. And Dario555 says in the chat, 500K for 2025. Let's go further. 2025, I'm calling it right here. We're going for 1 million subs. We're going to go God tier mode, okay? If you thought we were killing it in 2024, well, I learned a lot of things. I learned a lot of things not to do. And we're going to be killing it in 2024. Buckle up, ladies and gentle geese, because we're on fire, okay? So, of course, if you want to join the Discord, it's in the pinned comment. You can join it there. There's only 10 slots every single week. And that's just how I do these things. That's just how I do these things, okay? The best of the best. Get in there. So anyways, let's go to the first news of the week. But actually, real quick, shout out in the stream topics. I want to give a shout out to Sponge Aim, who referred the Mass Effect series that we're going to be talking about today. So just FYI, Sponge Aim, and shout out to Wizard, Lemon, all of you guys, Bebo, for posting these stream topics. I use these to help, and we're going to be tweaking that going forward. I'll touch on that later on in the show. But for now, we've gone too long. Let's talk about the big news. The first big news, chat. The Fallout TV show. The Fallout TV show. Hold on. We got some real quick ads. So we'll use this time while we wait for everybody who watches the ads. We'll use this time. Let me just read the chats really quick. First off, yeah, text-to-speech is off during the news segment because otherwise just we can't make clips. Because you need the clips to grow the channel. And unfortunately, every single time I go to make clips, I'd have like some well-coherent thought. I'd go to say it, and then someone would text-to-speech at that exact moment, and my goldfish brain would just forget what I was saying. So it would never work. So when I do the news section, if you don't see the text-to-speech button, we don't have text-to-speech. This could change. As you guys know, if you've watched the stream for many weeks, you know that I tweak things constantly. I'm constantly testing, and I'm seeing how you guys do things, and that's how I make the better show. Also, real quick shout out to Angry Scotsman. Afternoon, Zenkai. What's up, my man? What's up with you, you beautiful Goose-tastic Angry Scotsman? Cameron, hit him! Cameron doesn't miss. Nair Siddharth 96 says, it's actually a big shout out to your work. I found you with the Spider-Man video and stuck around. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching the content. I'm glad you love it. We got a lot of amazing stuff coming soon. I don't know why I keep saying we. It's just me, but I'm working on some new stuff, and I really think you guys are going to like it. I'm also starting to think about 2025 and what I'm planning. So I'm planning some things to make the content faster and better ideas that I think you guys will like, and I really think 2025 is going to look beautiful, Goose-tastic, not only for the YouTube, but for the stream. Got a lot of cool stuff planned. First time chat, Spikes Levine. I heard about that. Hey, we heard about you, you beautiful little rascal. Cameron Guy, I'm proud to announce we had a discussion. Cameron Guy, the cameraman here on stream, Cameron Guy will be getting a promotion, okay? He's going to be paid minimum wage, okay? So it's happening. Minimum wage. Everyone shout out Cameron Guy. He's getting a promotion. But enough giving Cameron Guy any form of celebration. It's too much. It'll get to his head. Okay? He'll ask for another promotion. Oh, the ads have finished. All right. The big news, as you guys have noticed, the Home Alone kid, Macaulay Culkin, the guy that aged in ways we never thought possible, is joining Fallout Season 2. This is just a quick little how do you do. Fallout Season 2. When is that coming? Does anybody know when that's dropping? See, I posted this and I was left on red. When does season 2 drop? Goose. Left on red. I could have Googled it. I get it. Hey, wait, why am I not on dark mode on this? That is true. Hold on. Let me switch it up for you. How about I switch it up for you? I don't remember even changing that. Display lights out mode. There it is. The goose doesn't miss. Except for right there. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of that. All right. Macaulay Culkin is joining Fallout Season 2. Fallout, if you don't know, they had a brand new show on Amazon. Absolutely killed. It was so good for what it was. It was campy in all the right ways. Was it the greatest TV show ever? Debatable. I don't think so. But it was a great TV show, a fun TV show, an entertaining TV show. And I think the best part about the Fallout TV show, if I'm being honest, was it was accurate to the games. Like, it felt like it respected the games in ways that other TV shows that are for video games did not. Can you guys think of any TV shows for video games that may or may not have not cared about the source material? Is there anything that comes to mind? Like, I'm just drawing a blank here, but I feel like there's one. There's a very glaring, obvious one that definitely did not. I'll blow my nose while I try to think of something. I just really can't think of anything. Man, what would it be? Shout out to Hold on, I gotta say this correctly. Irrepentance. Shout out to you beautiful goose-tastical individual. Cameron, hit him. I almost fired him. I almost fired Cameron on that one. Halo, Weezer got it. Halo, of course, Dubs. Halo, an absolute garbage piece of poo-poo, as some would say. We'll be talking about Halo later on in the show. But Halo was absolutely garbage. Didn't care about the source material. Takes off Chief's helmet in a world where Mandalorian worked. The logic! It was astounding. Incredible, really. And and what happened? Well, it got canceled, didn't it? But Fallout was a little bit different. Because Fallout not only was a good show, not only was it accurate, but it was actually so popular that it boosted the game's entire sales, right? In fact, I think if we do like Steam charts, Fallout 4, I always forget, is it this one? Okay, let's go a year. Interesting. So we're getting on average about 20,000, 23,000, let's say on average 22,000 players on Fallout 4, a single player game. Halo. So a single player game. Fallout 4. Here it is. Fallout 4. And then all of a sudden a little show comes out. Kaboom. We're almost at 200,000. Just Steam. You still have PlayStation. You still have Xbox. I'm just saying. Chat, I'm just saying. It seems like if you do the show correctly, there might be a little bit of a boost going forward. And we saw the exact same thing with Last of Us 2. And there was another video game show. I literally can't remember what it was. There was another video game show that did the same thing. Borderlands movie bombed hard that it boosted the game. Did it actually? The Borderlands movie bombed? Well, I knew that, but I meant Borderlands 3. Let's see. When did it even come out? Oh, wow, it did. It did! So it turns out even if you make a bad movie, it'll still boost it. Interesting. That is crazy. Granted, not as dramatic as Fallout. It seems to be multiplied by the quality of the source material, but interesting. Absolutely interesting. Spikes Levine has a question. When GTA 6 drops, will you be playing it and possibly making a video on it? Not only will I be playing it and making a video on it, I don't know how I'm going to do that because right now my channel's not really a review channel or something, so I have to come up with an interesting way. But I do have an idea for an I Play Every, and I think that's going to be really fun. And so stay tuned for that. It's going to be fun. Let's just say in the Rockstar video, there are comments on that video that are very interesting comments, and I have listened and I heard your feedback. And there might be some things happening. Goose might be in the old kitchen. He might be cooking. Chop, 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 chop. Might be cooking. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's the first bit of news. Macaulay Culkin's here, of course, coming from Home Alone. He's going to be joining. Honestly, he fits Fallout like perfect. I feel like he fits Fallout perfectly, doesn't he? I really think he does. It's like it feels like a perfect casting for what this is. It feels like a perfect casting, and it also doesn't feel like a way that would be like it would take away from the show. For instance, okay, I love Bill Hader, but if they would have cast Bill Hader in this, I feel like it'd be like, well, this is just a Bill Hader jokey part. As talented as Bill Hader is, I could see him in the world, but I feel like it'd be mostly a thing for Bill Hader, not for the show. Macaulay Culkin in the show just feels like a thing that would definitely be in Fallout. Like there would be a guy that looks like Macaulay Culkin, talking like Macaulay Culkin, that would be in the Fallout universe they built there. So super hyped for that. Also, Walton Goggins is literally... he's the man. He's the man. He's the man. So I'm very excited about that. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. There's a BioShock show coming? See, this is what I'm saying, chat. Like, I made a video on this exact topic. I didn't package it well, so it didn't do as well. But the entire thing that I was trying to say with this topic, I mean... just go back here. Who's this guy right here? Oh boy, Goose.
Since most games are played on a device, we can actually see how.
Look at this Goose, man. That's Goose. Goose, were you eating the chocolate cake again, Goose? What were you doing over there, Goose? Oh, look at the old set too. How we've grown. Now we got this wall, and we don't use that anymore. That bookshelf. The old Goose got into the old pantry drawer again, eh, you little rascal? Yeah, in this video, I talk about how adaptations are huge for gaming based off that boost. And I said that before the Fallout show came out. This is roughly around Last of Us show. And I basically go into a whole... let me put that on. And so I basically go into the whole... what's happening here? What in God's name is happening here? I don't even remember half the jokes I make. Oh man, it's it's funny when like my jokes even make me laugh. Goose, get out of the pantry drawer, okay? Hold on, jeez, Goose, go outside, walk a little. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I talked about how the effects of like these TV shows are going to be great for games, but I also spoke on the fact that like the games, unlike books and comics, like it did everything for you. The music's done, the characters are done. The voice acting is done. Like, people know what the world is like, what the world sounds like, what it looks like. It's all done. You just have to write a good script. And then just reuse the assets. Like, incredible. Incredible. Yeah, the doc is about to check my cholesterol. Honestly, the doc's probably got me on speed dial. Ayo, Goose. You start eating the broccoli, sir. Okay? You start eating that broccoli. Holy. I gotta repackage this video. It's actually a really good video. Put a lot of good effort into it. I'll repackage this video. Doesn't have my face in the thumbnail or anything like that. See, I gotta repackage all of these. These are some crazy videos. These videos right here, I was getting crazy. Anyways, that's it. So that's great Fallout news. I'm actually super hyped for that. Incredibly hyped. We have some. Wait, I gotta refresh this. There it is. We have some other news. Let's quickly jump into the news. We're rocking and rolling today, chat. We are killing it today. Holy, Cameron. Hit us with the news. Hit us! Did I not just give you a promotion? I did. You got minimum wage. So you can eat now. So if you can eat, then you should be able to play the news. I hate him with every core of my body. He is the worst employee to ever exist. That is Cameron. I don't care how you feel. That's the truth. Anyways, the next news, chat. A smally but a doozy. Okay? Not really great for the industry. Kind of weird and hilarious, but my God. Isn't Nintendo just the biggest little rascal of all time? If you don't know, Nintendo is suing Palworld over the post-release patents that happened in Palworld, specifically the little ball. There's a ball you can throw to capture monsters inside of Palworld. Palworld is pretty much a Pokemon knockoff, right? I mean, it is what it is. But the ball that you throw to catch, even though it is different from the Pokeball, apparently they patented the Pokeball, so then Nintendo started suing them. Now, the way I see it, Pal World came in, did what Nintendo wouldn't do forever because they were being lazy with Pokemon, and Pal World clutches it, makes millions upon millions with a small team. Who would have thought a huge game could be made with not 20,000 employees? Oh my god. And so Pal World comes out, dominates, and I think from my understanding, Nintendo straight up just goes, we gotta hit them with something, okay? We gotta freaking look. I want dirt in their eyes, okay? I want dirt in their eyes. That's what I want. The company is called Pocket Pair. They're not messing around. These guys are copying us. And so I'm pretty sure they went through like a laundry list of things they could sue them with, and they decided to sue them on that. So that is the news that is coming out right now. And Pal World has come out, specifically Pocket Pair, with a report on the patent infringement. And it states, apologies for not the dark theme, okay? Don't sue me. I'm just some guy. Okay? Cameron, #1 employee making wage on star. True. Apparently it's not enough to get a proper transition happening here. We'll talk about that. They say, as of today, okay, report on patent infringement lawsuit. As announced September 19th, 2024, the Pokemon Company and Nintendo, herein blah, 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 have filed a patent infringement lawsuit against us. Those frickin' rascals. We have received inquiries from various media outlets regarding the status of the lawsuit, and we would like to report the details and current status of the case as follows. This is really cool that they share that stuff. Honestly, I really appreciate this. And they also put it in such a small, like, very bullet point sort of way. If this was written by a gaming journalist, no offense, gaming journalists who are in the chat, we know that you're in here, we love you, but, like, at the same time, you guys would write, like, 7 pages with, like, 6.5 of those pages being fluff, okay? Just say the core stuff, okay? Relax. So here's the status of the case, according to Pocket Pair. #1, details of the lawsuit. The plaintiffs, Nintendo, claim that Pal World, released by us on January 19, 2024, crazy that was this year, it feels like forever ago, infringes upon the following 3 patents held by plaintiffs, and are seeking an injunction against the game and compensation for a portion of the damages incurred between the date of registration and the patents and the date of filing of this lawsuit. What exactly is an injunction? A judicial order that restrains a person from beginning or continuing an action threatening or invading legal rights of another. Oh, so it's just like a stop. You just stop. So it compels a person to carry out a certain act. Okay. Make restitution to an injured party. An authoritative warning or order. Interesting. I actually never knew. It's like one of those legal terms people use, but like nobody knows. It's interesting. So we go on to #2, and Weezer, no worries. The follows, I took the follows just are going to ramp up, so I took the audio out, and we'll just focus on the audio on the subscriptions. Subscriptions, we'll have that, and then the follows, we'll give all the shout out to all the brand new followers at the end of the stream, as we always do. Again, tiny tweaks, pretty much that. I could test everything. If we want the music back later on, as we see, then I can tweak it as we go. So #2. The target patents. Patent application date, July 30th, 2024. Wait. They filed a patent on July 20. Is that what that means? So all the patents they filed were... How does that work? Is this saying that like all Nintendo's patents they're suing them on were done after the game released? What the heck? Summary of the claim. An injunction against Pal World. Payment of $5 million. Can I actually see, like, if I search this? I've never looked into patents whatsoever. What in God's name am I looking? Chat, we're not going to be reading this, but apparently you can just look up patents. That's crazy. This is a patent for the Switch? Oh no, this is a Pokemon patent. What the heck? Computing the motion of a game's character with respect to the game's character, game objects, or elements of the game scene for simulating the behavior of a group of virtual soldiers for pathfinding. What? I'll be honest, this patent stuff seems made up. It's clearly Pokemon related. Oh, okay, flying around with a Pokemon. Did they really patent this? Come on, Nintendo. What are we doing here? Chat, what are we doing here where you would patent this? What in God's name? Chat, our patent's kind of a scam. Like, our patent's kind of a scam. Ooh, ChatGPT to summarize it? That's actually a good idea. This seems like kind of a scam. I'm not gonna lie. This seems sussy baka. Come on, Nintendo. You're telling me no one can use animals, monsters, to traverse the land? That seems rude. That seems like a freaking stretch. That seems like you're pushing limits. So payment of 5 million yen, late payment damages Pokemon Company, and another 5 million plus late damages to Nintendo. We will continue to assert our position in this case. Please note that we will refrain from responding to individuals to inquiries in this case. Any matters arise. Man, this whole thing just seems like weird. But 66,000. Benny says in the chat, 66,000 isn't too bad. Honestly, I agree. 66,000 for a lawsuit? Heck, just to get Nintendo off your back and keep making Power World? You know this thing brought in the money. Power World was killing it. It's exactly, this guy says it. That's it. Just pay that blank and move on. Copyright and patenting game mechanics absolutely wild. How about just make a better game after 30 years? Ooh, we should patent Soup Sunday. This is true. Mr. Danny Lemon, you've effectively been promoted to lawyer. You are now patent lawyer for Goose Inc., Goose Industries. This is amazing. I appreciate this. Humans never rode on horses before Pokemon. Pretty much, right? Nintendo be like, hold my beer. You're now John Lawyer. Mr. Danny Lawyer. There it is. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm really excited for Power World 2. I assume they're going to be making a sequel as soon as possible. Personally, for me, if I'm being real about my thoughts on Power World, for sure it is a clone of Pokemon. That's for sure. My problem with Power World is it pretty much seems like they took all the assets of a Unreal Engine from Fortnite, because Epic offers you assets from Fortnite that you can use to build your game to, help you develop faster. It very much seems like they took all the Fortnite stuff and then just threw their own custom Pokemon stuff that they copied from others. And I don't think it was as great in that sense. I think there's a lot of stuff that could be cleaned up. It seems very half-baked in that sense. But the idea is so strong that I think it did really, really well. Also, if I'm being real about Power World, 90% of the pals are from the Pokemon era that I would not pull from. Chat, Pokemon new gen versus old gen art. Yeah, I love this image. I'm going to try to get it real quick. Yeah, this one right here. This one right here. I love this image. This is exactly what I'm saying. Here's Gen 1. Okay? They have a look about them that is cool. I want to see them. And then you have the new gens. It's more cutesy, more weeby, more anime-y. It's not my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of it. Okay? It says right here, newer Pokemon designs tend to push toward classic cute features such as bigger head to body ratio, less detailed limbs, and smoother lines. I mean, look, they got little nubs for legs, nub legs. This guy's got claws, little toesies. And so someone basically took all the design language of the newer generation Pokemon and the old generation Pokemon and flipped them. And we can immediately see Vulpix looks lame. Pidgey is not too bad. Krabby looks lame. And then all the other ones, the ones that got flipped back, right, the new gen, all of a sudden look cooler. Cool. And that's my problem with Pokemon. It's just the new generation stuff has gone so weeby that I just don't like it. Same thing with the player, the people that you play as. Everything about the world just looks so weeby in a way that the original Pokemon stuff absolutely wasn't. And it's just not the style that I pretty much appreciate. Maybe you guys like it, and you guys let me know in the chat if you like the new style, but I don't personally like it. And if I'm being honest, Pal World pretty much only focused on those. Like, I love this one. The rest are lame, in my opinion. Oh, this sheep one. I forget what it's called, but this one's awesome. This one's awesome. The rest of them are super lame, super weeby, and I personally don't like that stuff. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not for me. It doesn't spark joy, as the children would say. That's what the children would say. Mr. Danny Lemon says there's only 151 Pokemon. I might extend that to 250, right? Whatever Gen 2 was. I like Gen 2. But I know what you mean. I'm with you. I could probably name all 150 right now if you asked me to, Chad. I probably could. In fact, is there a thing where you can just guess? Can you name all 151 Pokemon? There's got to be. Okay. Quiz. Oh my god. There is. There's a timer? Okay, wait. Chat. You're saying don't? Chat. I feel like I can do this. I feel like we could do this in 15 minutes. I feel like we could do this in less. Am I wrong? Okay, hold on. We need tunes. Not this one. Does this fill the tension that we need? I could do this. Mr. Danny Lemon, how dare you? The rest of you, you're on my good side. Mr. Danny Lawyer and Cameron, get him out of here. First ban of the day. Second ban of the day. You want to bet? Okay, chat. What you're about to see, what you're about to witness, is greatness. I will prove this to you. We have 14 minutes. I already lost 5 seconds. Let's go. Resume. Bulbasaur. Ivysaur. Venusaur. Wait. Venusaur. It's Venusaur. Venusaur. Okay. It is Venusaur. Charmander. Charmeleon. Charizard. Squirtle. Tortle. Pidgeotto. Oh, okay. Pidgeotto. Caterpie. Butterfree. Metapod. Kakuna. Weedle. Blastoise. Forgot about Blastoise. Venusaur. What are we talking about? Venusaur. It's Venusaur. Oh, Venusaur. Is it really? Okay. Relax, chat. Beedrill. We have Muck, of course. We have Jinx. We're going to talk about Jinx. Okay, so we have Ekans. Oh, it's Ekans. We have Arbok. We have Wheezing. We have Coughing. Oh, you spell it in your stupid way. Coughing? Coughing? Oh god, I hate you so much. Okay, we have Spearow. We have Fearow. We have Pikachu, of course. We have Raichu. We have Rattata. We have Raticate. Chat, honestly, come on. This is good. This isn't bad. Let me zoom this up more for you guys. Oh god, I'm nervous. Okay, so we have Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. We have Dragonair, Dragonite. We have Parasect. Yeah, Parasect. We have Rhydon. Rhydon? Yeah, we have Magikarp. What? course, they spelled it stupid. Gyarados. What are you talking about? Gyarados. 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 You're stupid. I hate this. It's Gyarados. Okay, what comes after Raichu? Oh yeah, Sand Shrew? Sand Slash. You gotta admit, the fact that I'm going in order is also pretty impressive. Come on, give it to me. We have Golem. We have Graveler. Graveler? Why did you spell it in stupid ways? Graveler. Graveler. That's how I spelt it. You're a liar and a scam artist. Yes, we have Ditto. We have Clefairy. We have what's the Jiggly Puff? Wiggly Tuff. We have Clefable. We have Onyx. I already put Onyx. We have Staryu. We have Star Mine. Star Mine. What is her freaking name? We have Meowth. That's true. We have Persian. We have Arcanine. We have Growlithe. There's no way. That's how you spell it. It's Growlithe. Okay, got it. Okay, quick coffee break. I have stress. I'm stressed. Okay. Growlithe, Arcanine. Okay. I just got to go through the Seal. Seal. It turns into Dugong. Wudong. What's it called? Yeah, that's right. There's Machoke, Machamp, and there's another one. The kid one. There's also the spiral tadpole. What's it called? Spiral. Okay, there's the Magnetite, Magnemon, Magnemite. It's true. Okay, yes. Executor, yes. Oh, they spell it in the stupid way. I hate it. Poliwag, yes. Poliwag. Poliwag. What? Poliwag. Of course. I hate you so much. Poliwhirl. And there's one more, isn't there? Voltorb. Excellent choice. Voltorb. Doesn't he grow into another one? Voltorb turns into something else. Executorb? Blastorb? What's the first magnet? Magnemite turns into Magnemon? Oh yeah, Zapdos. Lapras. Zapdos. Moltres. What's the second one? What's the first one? Articuno. Yep. There's the two what are they called? They got the it's the fossil one. Magnetron. Yes. Oh god. I hate. Magneton. Electrode. Yes. Electrode. Yes. Okay, what comes after Sandslash? Oh, of course, there's Mew. There's Mewtwo. Of course. Electabuzz. Electabuzz. Good. Oh, yeah. Star. It's Starmie. I hate you. There's Krabby. Did I already put Krabby? I didn't. That's how you spell it. There's Kingler. There's Krabby. Oh, that's with a K. Yes! Oh yeah, Eevee. Eevee, Vaporeon, Eon. Yep. There's the fire one. Electreon. There's the electric one. Jolteon. Thank you, Jolteon. What's the fire one? Fireon? Flareon. Fireon, same thing. Okay, same thing. Oh yeah, Psyduck, Golduck. God, I've never been more tense in my life. Oh yeah, Abra, Kadabra, Kadabra, Alakazam. Okay. Makid? No. There's one before Machoke. What in God's name is it? What in God's name in it? Okay, I need to think of like the... Oh yeah, Porygon. Machop! That's it, Machop. Okay, what comes after Sandslash? I'm trying to remember. There's Mankey. There's Primeape. It's Mankey, Primeape. Yes, Kabuto. Kabutops. There's the other one. The one with the slashy slash. And there's the big dragon. Aerodactyl. How would they spell it? Aerodactyl. You guys know what it is. Scyther. There's Rhydon. Rhydon. He's there. There's Kangaskhan. Genghis. You know what I'm talking about. I didn't get Snorlax. Snorlax is a good one. Snorlax. Nidoking. Yeah, Nidoran. Nido. That was it. Nido Queen. Nido King. Nido Reno. Nido Rena. Oh, thank God. There we go. Okay, so after Clefable. Oh man, we are so close. After Clefable. Gyarados. Is that how it's spelled? See, I've tried everything. I don't know how to spell Gyarados. Gira. I thought it was like this. It's impossible. Ninetales, we just talked about Vulpix. Ninetales is perfect. Vulpix, yes. Yes, okay, we got one column, and we have 4 minutes to go. It's possible. Is that how it's spelled? Gyarados. I want to sue immediately. I want to sue. This is bull. I want to sue. Is it Wudong? The Dugong. The seal evolves into Dugong. Come on. Oh, I don't. Okay, Ghastly. Brother, what in God's name are you talking about? That is how you spell it. Ghastly. Haunter. Gengar. It is Ghastly. Lee. I hate you so much. Zubat. Golbat. Okay. Oh yeah. Diglett. Doug Trio. True. Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and Poly something. Vileplume. True. The one before that. It's the most... Oh, Gloom. Yes. Poliwrath. Yes, Poliwrath. Yes, chat. We need what's after Golbat? Or before Golbat? Before Gloom. Pinsir. Yes, Pinsir is a good one. That, of course, in the Safari. There's like that really lame one. Bellsprout. That is how Bellsprout. And then it evolves into another lame one. Yes, Oddish. Yes! Okay, these two. We need these two. Chat, we're another column down. Chat, we have 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Get your head in the game. We already have Weedle, Zubat, Oddish, Gloom, Lickitung. Excellent choice. Lickitung. Oh my god. How do you spell Ghastly? Oh. I'm an idiot, of course, because it's gas. Weeping Bell. Oh god. Weeping Bell. This is how you spell it. Rapidash. Yes, Rapidash. What's the horse one before that? Ponyta. Yes. Okay. Bellsprout. We need to figure out Wait, I already put Bellsprout. No, what was the other one? Weeping Bell. What is it called? Weeping Bell. Is that... Weeping Bell. Come on. Don't mess me. I got Beedrill, Show Pony, you monster. Venomoth. Moth. Yes. And the one before that, it's like a fuzzy one. It's a fuzzy one. He's purple. He's purple. He's Show Pony, first band of the day. Also Shadow Wicked. Chat, did I put Venonat? I didn't. Excellent, we got it. Okay, after Bellsprout, it's Weeping Bell, but I don't know how to spell Weeping Bell. Chat, Cloyster is a good one. Cloyster, Tentacool, Tentacruel. Yes, okay. Bellsprout, Weeping Bell. How do we spell Cubone? Excellent. Cubone, Marrow Whack. Yes, okay. After Bellsprout, chat, Victory Bell. I've never been more scared in my life. Victory Bell. Okay, I need you to figure out, stop saying, chat, work with me here. It's Weeping, I swear to God, if it's just that you didn't need an, I hate this game entirely. I hate this entire series. I would never watch it in my life. Okay, Geodude, boom. Okay, that's two. Okay, we're on the next one. Chat, we got 40 seconds to start figuring it out, chat. Start figuring it out. Rapidash. Drowsy, yes, Drowsy. Drowsy. Hypnotoad? Hypno. Oh, okay, it's just Hypno. Hypnotoad. Slowpoke. Slow bro. Come on, star me. That's how you spell it. 82%. Farfetch, Doduo, Dodrio, Dugong. You stupid, disgusting little seal. I will find you and I will make you into sushi, you disgusting little goblin. You spell your name like that? I had it right. Why would you spell it like that? Don't say because it's water, so do, and that's actually a good idea and that makes a lot of sense. Don't say it. Also, Kangaskong, I came up with it. How did I miss Mr. Mime? That's fair. Tauros is actually one of the best. I like Tauros. This guy, I said it twice, said both of these. I just couldn't think of how to spell it. This one too. Dratini, that's fair. Coughing, I hate that you exist. The way that you spell it like that, you disgust me. I want justice for Goose. Chansey. Yo, remember Chansey? Tangela. No one picked Tangela. No one cared about Tangela. Farfetch, legit. Shelder, legit. Onyx? What? Wait, what? Oh yeah, Onyx is his own. I thought he evolved from Geodude. That's right, he's a different. It's Onyx and Steelix. And I missed it because I didn't spell it with a Y. Now do Gen 2? Is that a thing? Surely it must, right? How do I do this? World Hunt. Popular all time. Pokemon types. Pokemon Gen 2. Chat, should I do... there's no way I could do Gen 2. I could not tell you. We did win. Let's set that up with the next one. There's no way I could do Gen 2. There's no way. But hold on, let me check to see what other... what else do they have here? Super Smash Brothers? Can you name the playable fighters? Wait, this is like all of them? I would never be able to get Ultimate. Never. These ones? Yes. Ultimate? No. These ones? Yes. I feel confident. What other games does this thing have? Guess that Pokemon. Name the toy. Games by Cupcake? What? Name the game. Video game systems. What else do they have? Fortnite locations, real or fake? Hold on. I just need to know this real quick. I just need to see what... Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be pictures. How many Gen 2 Pokemon are there? Okay, it's just an extra 100. Sporkle has all the quizzes. Yeah, Sporkle's be killing it. Good job, Sporkle. But it's like, I wish there was like more gaming quizzes. If I search gaming quizzes, of course you spelt it wrong on live air, Goose. Of course. Of course. Now you look like a fool. Video game quizzes. Best-selling video game consoles. Chat, I can do this. We're back in. And then, because we're going to touch on this in a second. So let's do one more before the game ends. Before we move on. Whoa, pause. Zoom this up, okay? We're about fairness here. Chat, I will win. Do you see? Number 1 speller on star. Get him out of here. He's banned. Get him out of here. Chat. Oh, I'm out of coffee. That actually saddened me so much. I went to go take a sip. And I'm out of coffee. Also, chat, am I based? Because I'm a basic B. You see? I like my pumpkin spice latte. I'm a basic B. Am I based? Be honest. Chat, I'm such a gamer that I will get this. You understand? How white of you. Check this out. First one. PlayStation 2. Okay. PlayStation 2. PlayStation 4. Okay. PlayStation 5. Wait. So I just name all of them? Okay, the next one. Nintendo DS. No. Nintendo DS. Nintendo Game Boy. Underneath that, well, we all know the Xbox 360 is in here. Xbox Series, yeah, that's not going to be in there. Xbox One. Okay, 130. PlayStation 2, Nintendo DS. I know this. It's, the Switch. It's a Switch. Okay, PS3. 3. There it is. Okay. And then underneath the 360 is the underneath the 360 PlayStation Portable. Boom. GameCube I don't think will be there. I think GameCube's pretty low. Yeah, 22. GameCube bombed pretty bad. Feels bad actually. GameCube was solid, chat. I love the GameCube. Okay, so we got PlayStation 2, Nintendo DS, Nintendo Switch, Game Boy Color, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Wii, PlayStation 3. Honestly, PlayStation and Nintendo are just owned the consoles. Like, they just get it. Under the Xbox 360 and before the PlayStation Portable is... There's no way it's the Nintendo 64, but it will be on here. For sure that one bombed too. Yep, 33. Although back then, arguable. It would be... You guys think it's Sega? Like, those will be on here. Sega Genesis. Am I just like listing consoles for this thing? Like Wii U, Super Nintendo, yes, okay. PS Vita. What goes under here? I'm literally at a standstill. What is under here? 3DS. What is under here? Oh, Game Boy Advance. You're right. It is the Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance. Boom. See? Told you. Underneath here, Sega Master System. What is it, like Panasonic? Nope. 1990. What came out in 1990? Oh, honestly, I didn't even look at the years. Super Nintendo, we put right here. Super Nintendo's in. 10 million. It didn't sell well. This has got to be like the Atari... What's the other one? 52? Dreamcast. There it is. Man, Dreamcast bombed, brother. Dreamcast bombed, dude. Sega 32X. Does that count? No. Sega... Oh, what was the one before the Dreamcast? The Saturn, yes, Saturn. Man, Sega, you took so many L's. Chat, we're missing 2 with 20 seconds. 2 with 20 seconds. 90 and 87. 90 and 87. 90 and 87. 90 and 87. I didn't try the N-Gage. But I don't think it's that time. No. Didn't work. Oh, what's the other Sega one? The portable one. Mega Drive. No. What's the portable one? The portable one. The portable. Virtual. The Game Gear. That's the one I was thinking of, chat. First off, chat, you guys are so banned. You guys are so freaking banned. Let me tell you, chat. Turbo Graphics, I would have never guessed. I'm being fair. The Game Gear was the thing. I couldn't think of the name. You have to admit, chat, my gamer knowledge, it's not bad. It's not bad. And honestly, I went through 90% of this test not even knowing the year was there. I was so locked in. I was literally locked in. When people say define locked in, screen cap this. Your boy was locked in. Subpar at best? Listen, first off, get him out of here. He's banned. Get him out of here. Okay? Boom. Cameron, hit him. Get him out of here. He's been banned. All right. Chat, let's hit up the next news of the week, shall we? Because it is a very busy news week, and chat, one of the greatest.
Sick again.
Listen to me, sir. German guy, you beautiful goose tastic. We love to have you here. Yes, I am still. The answer is, Cameron, when I say hello to German guy, you treat him with respect. Hit him. I did tell you I gave this man a raise. I gave this man a raise. Hit him, Cameron. You nailed it. Never change. Anyways, I also want to give a huge shout out to Master Jedi Bob in the chat, looking beautiful, goose-tastic. Pooh Radley, of course, joining us in the chat, looking beautiful and goose-tastic. Absolutely insane. The squad is here. We're on fire today, chat. We are on fire here today. That was really fun, chat. I like that. We got to do that again. The big news that is coming here. The big news. Who said skill issue in the chat? Who said that? Cameron, hit us with the news, because we got some big news that we got to talk about. Quite frankly, I'm ready. Chat, it happened. It has happened. We are here. Justice has been served. Chat, for years, millennia, for months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds, I have been telling you time and time again, Mass Effect will be the greatest TV show to ever exist. And it's finally happened. If you don't know, a live-action Mass Effect series has been greenlit at Amazon and is in the works. Holy guacamole, ladies and gentlemen. This is big news. Daniel Casey will write and execute to produce the series. I have no idea who this is, so we're going to be jumping on top of it. But look at this, okay? We get this. This is what we're going to get. It's going to be a TV show all about this. Oh my god. Mass Effect is one of my favorite shows of all time. In fact, hold on. In fact, look at this, chat. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Do you see? Try not to get the glare here. Do you see this? Chat, do you see this? There you go. How beautiful is this? How beautiful is this? How beautiful is this? How beautiful is this? Say it. Say it. I need you to come out your shell and you tell me this thing is looking beautiful. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I'll never forget the first day I played it. It gets 8 Zugs, probably 20 Zugs, probably even 30 Zugs. I won't lie. I would Zug all day if I could with this game. I love Mass Effect 2. I love Mass Effect. Yeah, the trilogy didn't end the way I wanted it to, but it was still a heck of a ride. I love the entire thing. I'll never forget the day that this game released. I'm actually releasing a short about it today on the channel and on Instagram, so stay tuned for that. It was actually amazing. And I got this as a birthday gift. My birthday just passed this past weekend. Release date, January 26, 2010. It was a phenomenal day for me, and it didn't start that way. For those of you who don't know, I used to plow snow for a living. That was my thing that I did during the winter. I plowed a lot of snow. And I would do this for a small city in Canada.
I played all the Persona games
Whenever I have 10,000 hours to do such a thing. I used to plow snow for a small city. And when you have to plow snow, effectively you're on call. So you have no life. Because the snow could happen whenever. And then you have to plow the snow. You just have to make sure that the streets are safe for the people. And so I'll never forget, on January 26, 2010, I literally was miserable. Like, my truck broke down multiple times. The heater died on me. This was like in the middle of like 4 a.m. in the morning. My shift started, I think, 2 a.m. I had this thing on top of my truck called the sander. I can show you. Plow truck pickup with sander. Because the thing that you would do... Hold on. Cameron, swap us over. The thing that you would do right here is you would plow the streets with your little plow. This was actually the same truck I had. I had a Ford 350. And you'd have this little sander on top. This would be filled with sand. And then you'd press a button inside to move this, like a little remote control that you'd hold in your hand like this, kind of like a Wiimote. And then you'd also have another button for turning on the sander. And the sander allowed you to have like a little bit of grit and traction on the streets for people. So, especially with like freezing rain, the sander would be like sand and salt. So effectively, like, this is what I was doing. But like, your sand would run out, right? You can only have so much sand for the streets in a whole city. So effectively, in the middle of the night, because that's usually when it would snow, it would always be at like 2 a.m. I'd get a call and be like, hey, if you were sleeping, who cares? Because you need to go out. So I would go out and I would go inside of a backhoe, okay? Backhoe looks like this. Okay, I would go inside of a backhoe. I would scoop up a bunch of sand and salt, just like this little boy right here. Okay, I'd scoop that up in the blistering Canadian cold. I remember some days being so cold. And anyways, I'd put it in here. But sometimes the sand would actually freeze. It would turn into like hard chunks. And when they're hard chunks, it can't go in the sander because it'll break the sander. So I'd have to climb on top with a shovel in the blistering cold and try to break giant chunks of sand. It was so painful. It was so annoying. And in the middle of the night, the only thing keeping me sane was like gaming podcasts. And I remember that day, January 26th, I literally, like, everything went wrong. The sander was constantly, I had so many chunks. The long night of snow was so painful. There was no heater in the truck. It broke for a bit. And then also, right here, I got into an accident. So basically, my windshield would always be covered because this didn't protect you anymore. Let me open that up more. This thing did not protect me. Like, this got into an accident. So effectively, like, when you're driving, all the junk from your tires would come right here. And so I would always be blinded. So I had to drive my truck like Ace Ventura. Like, he's always out there like this. Like, I had to do that. And so my face was always cold. I was miserable. And then I got home at like 8 a.m. And I found out that like the dehumidifier in my room flooded my entire room. My life was ruined. I was dead inside. But before I came home, I stopped by Best Buy and I picked up Mass Effect 2 after my shift was done. So I come home, room's flooded. So I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm cold. My room's flooded. Literally, my entire carpet is like flooded. I have to wait for it to dry. So I'm on top of my bed. I put in Mass Effect 2 inside of the Xbox 360. And I'm literally like, look, I like Mass Effect, but like I'm miserable. I'm going to fall asleep. Like, I am so exhausted. And it never happened. In fact, what actually happened is I played the game the whole day, and I didn't even notice it. You know those games that are so good that you don't even notice the time has gone by? I remember back then, I was playing the game so long, despite being all the bad things happening. I played the game forever. And then I just remember my mom calls, she says, supper's ready. And I go, what? It's 5 p.m.? That's around the time when we would have supper. And I just remember having my mind blown at how good the game was that it completely took away all the pain that I had that day. and all the exhaustion, and I just played through. I just wanted to know more about the world, the characters. I love every character inside Mass Effect 2. I absolutely love it. It was amazing, and that's the beauty of video games for me. It's like that's what video games can really do for you. So I love Mass Effect, and so sorry, let me refresh. It'll get dark themed. There you go. So I love Mass Effect more than ever. I was really let down by Andromeda. Holy smokes, I actually hated Andromeda. I hated it with a passion. I don't know, did you guys like Andromeda? I did not like Mass Effect Andromeda at all. The story should be put into a game now, mini game as a simulator. That'd be cool. That'd be actually really cool. Red Dead did that to you? Red Dead actually did that to me too. I actually remember RPing. I never RP in games, like roleplay. And I remember going up north, growing a beard, and then just like living my life as Arthur Morgan with a beard. It was awesome. There's no way that should be fun, and yet it was awesome. That's how good Red Dead 2 was. Like, it was amazing. Miss Danny Lemon asked a real question for the frame. Is that a real playable game if you take it out? Actually, check this out. I can answer that. Here's another one. Here's another one, chat. This actually is a real game. In fact, if you order it from the company, which I'll post a link because I have a link that gets you guys 10% off. Because as soon as I got this, I was like, yo, I should see if I can use my Goose channel to get a code and then just give that savings to you guys. There's no catch. You get 10% off by using the coupon code zenkaigoose. Anyways, you could just order the frame empty and put the game inside and then put your disc here. Okay? It's the real game, the real box, the real disc. It's all real. You can all play this. I could take this out and I could play it. It's amazing.
Hot take. I think RDR2 is boring and is a step down from RDR1.
This man right here, we're going to have words after this, okay? But if you'd like, you can actually order the frame as is, and you'll just get the game. So if let's say you wanted Simpsons Hit and Run, and the guy had it available, you could order it, and it'll just come, and you get the game. You just have to take it off. First ban of the day, yeah. Get him out of here. German guy, you got banned. Okay, you gotta accept fate. Hold on, let me, I'll show you guys what the thing is. And then I'll give you guys the link. Because that's how much I care for you. So this is the website. I'll post the link like 20 times. It's available there. Use framegame.com/zenkaigoose with the coupon code zenkaigoose, no spaces, and you get 10% off of any frame that you want. Honestly, check this one out. This one, they have this thing called Trilogy. Look at this, dude. Look at this. Holy. Chad, is that not the coolest thing in the world? Like, this is amazing. As soon as I saw this product, I was like, dude, I want in on this. I want this. I'm not affiliated with I get an affiliate link, but like the company doesn't care about me. And quite frankly, I don't even really make any money with this. I just wanted to share it because personally, I think gaming stuff, I think RGB stuff is like the lamest, stupidest thing, and I don't like it. But this is clean, this is classy, and this is beautiful, and I respect this. I love everything about this dude's company. He kills it. So yeah, if you don't even own the games, you can own it. You could buy it like this, and you just get all 3 Gears games. Like, that's awesome. You could do the same thing with the Spider-Man games. He's got the Spider-Man games here. And I'm not even trying to make this an ad. I just genuinely think this is a great product, so I want to. Oh my god, I didn't know this was a thing. Bro. My only problem with this, chat, is the fact that I think the Xbox 360 and Xbox boxes in general, the lime green is just really, really ugly. It's just not, it doesn't look nice. Like, I think the PlayStation 3 boxes are a step in the better direction. I actually think the PlayStation 5 boxes are some of the best. Actually, I'll take that back. The PlayStation 1 boxes, to me, look the cleanest. How clean does this look? Right? The prices vary quite a bit. So you can get, we'll just go to best sellers. So here, $120, you have this whole frame. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing this with like every game, but like, I mean, 10%, you save $12. So that's why I wanted to try to get you guys a coupon code, because it is a little pricey, but the coupon code should help a little bit. I would just recommend it. It's like if there's a game you think is like really important to you. I know some people, Metal Gear. For me, it's the Halo series. I kind of want to, like, if you watch the Spider-Man, I play every Spider-Man game. You know what Spider-Man 2018 meant to me, or 2019, whatever that one, the PS4 one. I honestly think I'm going to get that. The Grand Theft Autos are here too. Yeah, the PS2 discs are pretty clean too, I'll be honest. PS2 discs are pretty clean. So that's there available to you. They have Infinite Warfare. I didn't even see. Are people actually ordering Infinite Warfare? Where? I didn't even see it. Maybe I missed it. This one's pretty cool too. The Resident Evil trilogy. Honestly, there's a lot of cool stuff. So anyways, the link's there if you guys want it. I just think it's really cool. If you don't want it, it's okay. There's no problem on my back. But anyways, Mass Effect TV show is coming. It's a reality. It's happening. And there is an exclusive here by Variety who goes into depth about the Mass Effect TV series in the works from the Fast and the Furious 9 writer. This scares me. This scares me. Chat, I'm a little nervous when it comes to this. This is not my first choice. The thing with the Fallout show is it had Christopher Nolan's brother writing it and directing it. The guy who did Westworld and wrote some of Christopher Nolan's movies with him, such as Interstellar. So they had the, they had the right guy. They had the right guy. After Tokyo Drift, I gave up. Look, Tokyo Drift Tokyo Drift's probably the best one. But I think Fast 7 is a good spot for Fast 7. There's a good argument for Fast 7. The article says, a Mass Effect TV series officially in development and Amazon MGM Studios. Variety has learned exclusively. Look at that. Just dropping them bombs. Daniel Casey is set to write and executive produce the adaptation. Karim Zrek will executive produce under his Cedar Tree Productions banner with Ari Arad. Oh, no. Ari Arad is literally one of the main guys who's behind every Sony announcement, Sony movie that is garbage. Spider-Man 3, The Amazing Spider-Mans. No offense if you like them. Andrew Garfield's great. The movies are bad. Let's be real with ourselves. This guy, oh God, that's horrible news. That's horrible news. And EA's Michael Gamble also executive producing Cedar Trees under an overall deal at Amazon MGM Studios. Exact plot details are being kept under wraps. It was previously reported in 2021. Amazon was in negotiations to develop a Mass Effect TV series, but there have been no updates on the project until now. There had also been various attempts to develop a feature film based on the games, but the project was never materialized. No. Make Mass Effect a TV show. Do not follow Shepard. You don't need to. In fact, you know what would be really cool with Mass Effect? Keith David, Captain Anderson. If you don't know in Mass Effect, Keith David plays Captain Anderson, and Keith David's obviously like a W. Keith David's a walking W. He also plays the Arbiter in Halo 2 and 3, and I guess 5. We don't talk about that. I think you follow like Commander Anderson getting up his whole life. I think to me that sounds amazing. You go through a bunch of stuff, and it's like before he meets Shepard. I think that's awesome. You could probably even finish the whole series by we met someone and it's Shepard. People be so hyped. I think you follow Captain Anderson. I think that'd be amazing. His ship, his everything. Didn't he own the Normandy before Commander Shepard? He gives it to Shepard. I'm pretty sure that's true. Who owned the Normandy before Shepard? It belonged to Anderson. Dude, make a TV show about Captain Anderson. Captain Anderson. This man right here. This man. Keith frickin' David. This is what you need to do. Okay, EA? Listen to me. Listen to me. Make a Captain Anderson TV show. Do it. Do it. This is the right move. This is what you need to do. The first Mass Effect game launched to rave reviews in 2007. Oh, what a classic. Amazing soundtrack, too. Since then, there have been 3 more games in the main series of Mass Effect Andromeda debuting in 2017. There have been multiple mobile games in the franchise. There have? What? There's multiple Mass Effect mobile games? Mobile games. What? Infiltrator? What? What? I've never heard of this. Have you guys played this? What the heck? Mass Effect Infiltrator. I have never heard of this in my life. What? What the heck? Yo. I guess I'm a fake fan. I guess so. I didn't know that. The story of the first three Mass Effect games revolves around Commander Shepard, human soldier in the 22nd century, trying to save humanity from a race of aliens known as the Reapers. Such a good twist, too. Andromeda moved the games much further in the future with a new protagonist and a fifth game also in the works. The franchise is being developed by BioWare and now published by EA. Oh my god. Andromeda sucks so bad. You just stop with Andromeda. This is what you do, because Shepard breathes at the end of 3, okay? Mass Effect 5, just take place 20, 30 years after Mass Effect 3. Old Man Shepard is now in the role of Anderson, and you're trying to set up a new team for something else. Based off the events of the original Mass Effect, Anderson dies of old age, Shepard takes place, Shepard is the new Captain Anderson, he gives you orders, and you just get to see this Shepard, old man Shepard, old woman Shepard, helping you. That's amazing, and then you start a brand new set of quests as the new Mass Effect guy. Call him Sheepman instead of Shepard. Sheepman. Call me EA. Shepard is the captain now. Casey most recently worked on the screenplay for Final Fantasy IX, The Fast Saga. Which one is this one? Is this the one? Is this the most recent one? Is that the one where they went to space? Fast and the Furious 9 reviews. Oh God. Chat, are we cooked? Are we cooked? Oh my God. Which one was this? Did they go to space in this one? It's good if it's out of 4 stars. Slimy Roast in the chat! The man, the myth, the legend! Shout out, Slimy. Shout out, Slimy. Love to have you here, Slimy. You're beautiful, Goose-tastic. And you know you are, Slimy. You know you are. Chat, this scares me. I'm now incredibly scared. My booty is clenched. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm scared. But at least they have knowledge on how to go to space. Okay? They tested it on Fast and the Furious. And so they're doing it now. It has been forever, Slimy, but we never lost hope. We never lost hope. Also, chat, you guys are going to have to let me know how you feel about the Friday Goose Morning Live rather than Saturday. I'm starting to feel like it might be the better day to do it. But we'll touch on that later. This is depressing. Zhrek was previously an executive at the now defunct Marvel television unit. Oh my God. Brother, you're saying everything wrong. Producer of shows Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Punisher, and Legion amongst it. Wait, those were good. Most of them. Yeah, those were good. The only one that wasn't good was Iron Fist. That one was bad. Luke Cage season 1 actually was pretty good. Punisher was pretty good too. Legion is great. Those are good. Arad has previously produced adaptations of Uncharted. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. It didn't have to be this way. It didn't have to be this way. It doesn't. Why? Why? They can't keep getting away with this. Why? This isn't fair. Here's the thing, chat. I'm very hyped for this. It could be really good, but based off of everyone working on it, I now feel like we will never get the beauty of this. The music, the sound. Oh, do you hear the way the menu sounds too? Everything about this is incredible. The characters. Oh. Dude, I could literally name you every single Mass Effect race. In fact, is that a quiz? Mass Effect race quiz. Ooh, what species would you be? Oh my god. Chat, we have now entered our buzz feed era. What's my name? Goose. Out of the following pairs, which of these qualities do you value most? Exploration, community, honesty and unity, diversity and adaptivity, loyalty and selflessness, innovation and intelligence, artistic ability and peace. I am a bad person. Well, if I was Mr. Danny Lemon, I'd be clicking this. Or Cameron Guy. Quite frankly, if I was any one of you in chat, I would be clicking this. You guys are horrible people, and quite frankly, I'm disgusted. I'm kidding. I'm probably going to go with loyalty and selflessness. How would you approach conflict? Superior maneuvers, never give up the high ground. I'm a bad person. Chat, what's happening here? Espionage, war is won through secrets. Cultural superiority and diplomacy. They can't fight me if they rely on my culture to survive. Total war, crush my opponent. This is why I love Mass Effect. Like, this is the type of stuff you get. This is really interesting. Crush my opponent so severely that they never cross me again. There we go. Guerrilla warfare. Hit them quick, get out fast. That's Goose warfare. Assassination. Army without a leader is just a mob of idiots with guns. I'm doing this. Superior maneuvers. Never give up the high ground. Let's go. Where would you construct your dream home? A bustling metropolis. I'm a bad person. What the heck, dude? The desert, chat. I didn't miss, okay? I didn't miss. The mountains. It's the mountains for me. I love the mountains. If you had one supernatural talent, what would it be? Super strength, shape-shifting, perfect memory, enhanced intelligence, enhanced durability, psychokinesis. I'm a bad person. I'm sensing a trend. I'm a bad person. Shape-shifting would be pretty good. Supernatural talent? Perfect memory would be pretty good too. You could just read books and then remember. Honestly, perfect memory could be kind of a W. Perfect memory, psychokinesis is pretty awesome. I'm going psychokinesis because sometimes, chat, I'm on the couch, right? Have you ever been in this situation? You're on the couch. Let me zoom this up. You're on the couch and like you're not liking what you're watching, or there's like food on the table and the remote's on the table, and you're like, I could get up, but I'm too lazy, so I'm just gonna continue watching. But you really want to just be like, and then. You guys want to fart. That's what you guys went with. You guys say, A, you're bad people, and B, you want to fart. You guys are disgusting. You guys are disgusting. Psychokinesis. Let's go. It's Friday night on the Citadel. What are you getting up to? Are you a bad person? Are you farting? Hitting the town with friends and looking for trouble. Classic. Hitting the club and dancing the night away. Watching a movie with friends, family, or my significant other. Reading a particularly good book. Hiking, swimming, getting a good workout. It's Friday night in the Citadel. Honestly, I don't know if I really connect to any of these. Friday night on the Citadel. I guess hitting the town with friends and looking for trouble? Am I a rascal? It's the final hours of the Reaper War, and you have to sacrifice yourself, save the protagonists so they can stop the Reapers and save the galaxy. What is your tragic final words? Okay. I'm a bad person. I was looking for it. Like, I feel like that's a pretty funny thing. If at the end of like the Mass Effect games you go through all of that and then they look to you and it's like a giant swell of cinematic music and it punches in on Shepard and it's like his final words and he goes, and they're like, "What are you gonna say, Shepard?" And everyone's looking and it goes shots to every single alien race, everyone you join your party, and they're like, "Shepard, tell us, what do you have on your mind?" And he just goes, "I'm a bad person," and then just explodes. 10 out of 10 game. I'll see you again in the stars. Wait for me. I don't want to die. Forgive me. But this is where my story ends. It's up to you now. I know you won't let me down. I'm proud to have served with you, and I'm proud to call you my friend. No matter what, I'll always... Yeah, I like this one. I'm proud to have served you. What role would you serve in combat? This has been likened to D&D classes for ease of explanation. I'm a bad person. Who is that? What race would that be? I'm gonna probably fighter. I don't want to be the lame warrior, but I always end up being the lame warrior. Although in Mass Effect, I'm usually a biotic. Especially Mass Effect 2, man. So good. The warp when you just like fling it. Oh, it's so good. Fighter. Okay. Last question. What role would you play in a dramatic science fiction story? The love interest that's capable on their own, the no-nonsense rival, headstrong, kind protagonist, the witty comedic relief friend, the sexy villain with a redemption arc. I'm a bad person. The eccentric, smart rival. I'm going with this one. Part of me wants to do the sexy villain with a redemption arc, chat, but come on. Come on. The Legendary Collection. Yo! Does this also mean I'm lame? That I just came out as a human? I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite stream on the Citadel. That's amazing. That's amazing. Hold on, chat. Before we hit up the next news, let me go for a little goose bathroom break, and I will wash my hands, I promise. Text-to-speech is now on. Put the music on. Give me 2 seconds. My bladder is going to explode. Mwah!
Fart, fart, fart. He is probably sick from not washing his hands. Bro got that skibbity riz
I washed my hands, number 1. I did not fart, number 2. And I do have that skibbity
I'm a
riz.
bad person.
Also, chat. New jeans check. NPC stance check.
A million tinkles.
Call this the whirlpool. Let's go, chat. Yeah, you can't see the calves in these. The guns are hidden.
Just rip the back out squatting like that.
Shout out. That is true. That is true. No comment. Well, Chad, it's nice to know that you haven't changed and you're all little monsters.
Now let's do the I'm a bad person path and see what happens.
That's true. That's true. I just want to quickly spam that and see. What does it give you? Start this quiz. Cameron. guy. He's a bad person. Bad person. Bad person. Bad person. Bad person. I'd have to think about this one, but I think bad person. And if I'm being real, bad person. What role would you play in dramatic science fiction? Oh, well, he'd definitely be a bad person. That looks exactly like Cameron Guy. That's exactly what he looks like. With his beady little eyes and his 20 nostrils. He's a Batarian. Cameron Guy is a Batarian. Well, I'll be a Goose's monkey butt. I'll be. Chat. A giant piece of news we have to talk about. It's pulling the gaming industry apart. It's happening. The PlayStation 5 professional console is available. It is here. Let me refresh to get the dark theme. There it is. I live to serve. I live to serve. Chat, it's here. It's here. Also, real quick, can I just say? I find it hilarious that a channel the size of IGN's, okay? IGN has what? 20 million subscribers. 20 million. With almost 300k views. And Spawn Point, I don't know if you guys have seen Spawn Point. He's like a giant W. I love his videos. Less than 1 million. He has defeated IGN. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. But the PlayStation 5 Pro, you guys seem to not like it. I don't think a lot of people are, but there's a lot of people talking about how much they love it. People have ordered it. People have ordered not only the console, but also the disc tray to get with it. So they're spending like over $1,200 Canadian, which is insane. I don't know how that works. And I figured it'd be interesting for us to watch what IGN says about it for a change and see like a reaction. So let's do that. Let's see what one Jonathan IGN has to say about which side do you guys prefer? Are you guys righties or lefties? Righties or lefties, chat? Tell me. Use your words. Chat words. Use them. Chat. Right or left? First one to say it makes the decision. I'm waiting. I'm ready to go. Middle. He threw me for a curveball. I didn't count for this. Left it is. All right, let me just check to see the... This is the PlayStation 5 Pro review.
The PlayStation...
I guess let me preface. The PlayStation 5 Pro is here. It is being sold for $700 US, and I want to see what IGN has to say, what people are saying about it, because quite frankly, I have no idea how a console like this can be worth $700 for what it's giving you. A few extra graphics, some frames... I don't see the worth, but let's see what IGN has to say through their review.
The PlayStation 5 Pro seems like it should be more exciting than it actually is. It's
True.
Without question the most powerful console you can buy right now. And the enhanced games I've been able to play ahead of launch do look great and run much more smoothly than the standard PS5 can handle, thanks to some upgraded hardware and impressive upscaling tech.
Right.
But it's also completely unsurprising that the faster PS5 is, well, faster, and it's also more expensive. Considering that the original PS5 can still provide enough power to run games competently in 2024, spending $700 means you have to really want the best of the best from your games to make the Pro a...
This is exactly my problem with the PlayStation 5 Pro. What this man just said. You want to spend all this money if you want the best of the best. That's fine. But that type of person who wants the best of the best, I feel like if you're spending $1,200 Canadian with the disc tray and all that, why not just go the extra mile and get a PC? Like a good PC can be getting... You could get a good PC for like $2,000. Pretty good. I just... If like that type of person who wants the graphics, if you're that person has been time and time again shown that they will spend any amount of money for the top graphics. So that person's going to leave eventually. I just don't understand. Did they do the video in 4K? I actually forgot to check. They did. Boom. Thank you so much for reminding me. Thank you, Wizard. Yeah, PS5 Pro for 800 euros, PS5 disc drive 120 euros, 920 euros. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it comes out to 1200 Canadian. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Worthy investment.
I'll be honest, like, chat, how do we feel about the PlayStation 5? Because here's my take on the PlayStation 5's look. I don't like the router look. Quite honestly, both Generation 9 consoles, even the Switch, I personally don't think any of the consoles look like something I want on my living room table, my entertainment system. The PlayStation 5 looks like a router. The Switch looks like a toy. The Xbox looks like they didn't care. Specifically also the white digital one. It just looks like they did not care. It's poopy bum full of diapers. That is an interesting way to say it, Show Pony.
Accounting for its price, you'll be disappointed to find that the PS5 Pro does not come with every possible bell and whistle. It does pack in a standard DualSense, but there's no vertical stand included, and if you're the type...
Bro, how are they gonna charge the thing for $700 US and not throw in a 5-cent vertical stand? How the heck are they going to do that? How the heck did they have the balls to put that in the promo when they first showed the PS5 Pro at the bottom and said vertical stand not included? I was like, how cheap do you have to be? How cheap? Like, that was just lame. Say what you will, if you like the console, you don't, whatever. The fact that they just wouldn't throw that thing that cost them like 5 cents to make, that is insane. This is why I'm saying we need a fourth console manufacturer, because Microsoft just gave up. Nintendo's in their own lane, and Sony has full control, which is great for Sony. But, like, the lack of competition against Sony is showing. Like, they're not trying to be more than they can. They're just like, yeah, you're gonna buy it. You're gonna buy it. We're gonna get rid of the stand too, because we know you'll buy that too, you rascals. Crazy.
Who has a library of physical games, be ready to shell out an extra $80 for a Blu-ray disc drive to install yourself. If you feel like Sony...
80? I thought it was like $30. 80? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Hold on. PS5 Pro vertical stand. 30. What is he talking about? What the heck is he talking about? Yo, you just got fact checked. You got fact checked, IGN. He said 80, right?
Be ready to shell out an extra $80 for a Blu-ray disc drive to install yourself.
Oh, the disc drive.
If you feel like Sony is trying to nickel and dime you on top of the $700 price tag, I'm not going to argue against you. Physically, it's a pretty sleek console relative to the enormous launch PS5, and it largely takes after the design principles of the Slim model. The only major difference is that it's taller when standing vertical, which is accounted for by the fins in the middle that create a cross-section on the console. It helps make room for the more robust internal components, but doesn't add much bulk to the existing design. It's also not noticeably louder than the original PS5, so you don't need to worry about it sounding like a jet engine when your games get intense. As far as
PlayStation 5 for me never really sounded like a jet engine ever. I don't know if that's happened to you guys, but for me the PlayStation 5 has actually been pretty silent. Maybe on the original boot of a disc, but overall, for me, it's been pretty good.
You big stupid dum-dum with a dumb face a big butt in your stinks and you smell like a butt.
Now, I hope that wasn't directed to me. I hope that was directed to Mr. Jonathan Sony. I did nothing wrong. Or if it was directed at Cameron Guy. If it was directed at Cameron Guy, then I'm down. TP Link should zone Sony. Dude, yeah, it looks like a freaking router, and I hate the look. It's lame.
Thermals go, the PS5 Pro runs roughly the same temperature as the base PS5 under load, hovering around 35 to 40 degrees Celsius from the rear exhaust.
This is a small tangent, but like, there's this thing that's happened now where video game consoles...
It's for Sony.
Thank you for clarifying. There's this thing with video game consoles where they've become such great products. Like, all around, all encompassing products, that the video game industry has just started critiquing things that, like, who cares? Like, we're talking about the internal temp of your console. It's going to be on a table, plugged in. Who cares? I found this weird, and I started noticing, I love Digital Foundry, but I started noticing that the commentary on these consoles and these games, always talking about the, you know, the amount of pixels that these games are pushing, these consoles are pushing, the heat that's dissipating. It's just like weird noise that, like, from a consumer standpoint, like the actual person buying these things, I don't think anyone cares. Chat, do you guys care about the heat dissipation of your console? I don't think I've ever thought about that until they appear on these videos. I don't know who this is helping. I honestly, I'm at a loss for words. And I think, like, the gaming industry is getting too niche with this stuff. Like, they're forgetting, like, who's buying this. It's people buying this stuff, and, like, there's no point. I just don't see. I don't get it.
Exhaust based on our thermal imaging tests. It's a bit striking how little has changed from the original PS5 on the spec sheet. The Pro comes with a 2TB NVMe SSD, which is twice as large but the same speed as the original super fast storage drive.
That
addresses one of the main complaints
More space
about the
is
launch
good.
PS5, which is that 1TB goes very quickly when you're installing games that take upwards of 100GB at a time. For context, an extra 1TB in the form of an aftermarket SSD would run you around $100 if you want the same storage for a base PS5, which sweetens the deal when looking at the price difference between the PS5 and PS5 Pro. The big upgrade, though, is in the GPU, rated at 16.7 teraflops, which is a sizable jump on paper from the 10.3 teraflops of the original PS5. Sony says the Pro packs 67% more compute units and onboard memory that's 28% faster, resulting in up to 45% better performance. Without context, those numbers don't really mean much, but the details in my testing prove that they amount to a lot more than empty marketing promises. The important feature that these upgraded specs support specifically is PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR. Much like NVIDIA's DLSS, this is Sony and AMD's AI-driven upscaling technology that uses machine learning to construct images that can appear with a quality close to full 4K resolution without having to stress the system's hardware to generate that detail through raw processing power. Granted, it won't be exactly the same as native 4K since it's scaling from a lower base.
Personally, I think this is like a great solution. Like, using AI, like using machine learning, effectively AI, to help the picture look better at less of a pain. Like, when you use DLSS, it's generally pretty great, and you see your frames just skyrocket. I think this is a great thing. To me, honestly, I really think the pursuit of, like, native 4K, chat, I couldn't care. I could not care. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see a difference here, especially on stream with the bitrate in their video being put on YouTube with compression. So I think, honestly, showing this stuff, especially a thing like this, like, here's the thing. When you want to show something like this, you wouldn't show, like, to me, showing bushes being compressed and then shown on stream through other people reacting to it, like, it's very hard to show bushes like this, especially with the double, like, being uploaded to YouTube, already being compressed, and then being shown on stream. It's going to be difficult with the bitrate. You'd have to stop, look at them both as a screenshot. That would work. But I don't know. I really just don't care about the 4K stuff ever. I'd much rather high frame rate
Resolution, but it doesn't have to since you're not going to be putting it side by side with the real thing. And the vast
Did you see
majority of
Moist
people aren't
Critical's
going to be
video on the PS5 Pro?
I didn't. I haven't watched a Moist video in a long, long time, to be honest. I kind of fell out of it. What's interesting with the Moist video stuff is, like, it's the same flow. It's the same, like, you know, it's become so easy to impersonate. You know exactly how a Moist video is going to go. Like, you can just guess what he's going to say and the way he's going to say it in his voice. So there's no reason for me to watch his videos anymore, I feel like, personally. You like Moist, but you can be a hater? I think Moist is, like, fine. Yeah, for me, it's just, like, I can just guess. It's the same thing, like, there was a show I wanted to watch on Netflix that was, they did it in 2 parts. It was, like, I forget the athlete's name in the Olympics, Simone Biles. And it was just, like, she lost her mojo, and then she was going to the Olympics to see if she could regain it. And it was, like, this big hype. and that was part 1, and then part 2 is like after the Olympics, so she regained her mojo and like a deep dive on that. It's like I didn't care to watch part 2 because part 1 was interesting. I didn't know if she would regain it. The Olympics hadn't happened yet, but then the Olympics happened. I know that she regained it, so why would I watch part 2? I already know. And that's my problem with Moist Critical. It's like I can guess what you're gonna say. He's very templated, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. He's templated. Like, I know what he's gonna say. I really like Ackman videos too, personally. But again, Ackman's starting to get to the point where, again, I can guess what he's gonna say. And that's kind of a good thing in some cases, kind of a bad thing in other cases, but I don't like guessing all the time. I like interesting curveballs being thrown. I find that stuff interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking way too hard about it. Maybe I'm just a rascal. But I sit in the middle.
To tell the difference in most cases, especially while they're enjoying the higher frame rates and visual effects this technique allows.
You can definitely see the higher frame rate.
It's nice to see Sony is moving away from chasing raw computing power as the end-all be-all of console tech, and as upscaling continues to advance, so too will its implementation in games. As you'll see in our performance breakdown, PSSR is one of the major keys in creating parity between quality and performance options. It also opens the door.
Look, this has nothing to do with the PlayStation 5 Pro. I just need to say this. IGN's videos are kind of bad. Like, for the amount of money this corporation has, the camera quality of what I'm seeing, it makes no, like, it's no shock to me why Spawn Point, the other YouTuber, has a much higher views. The quality of his videos are insanely high. This is like the focus is all over the place of the camera.
For games to explore ray tracing techniques to a greater extent, although mileage will vary based on every game's PS5 Pro specific updates, where developers will choose to prioritize different aspects of their respective games.
Right.
So the PS5 Pro is a bit more complex than simply having one uncompromised
IGN sucks
mode.
his ass.
Hey, yo. Here's the thing. I don't think it's complicated at all. The reviewer says that the PlayStation 5 Pro is more complicated. Do you want more frames for that amount of money? I don't think so. I've said time and time again, I think that PlayStation 5 Pro should go for a little bit extra meat on the bones as far as performance, but to me, it should focus on backwards compatibility. Throw in all the extra internals you need to make PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, all those discs work on a PlayStation 5 Pro. That is the professional PlayStation. It is one that can play every single PlayStation disc. That, to me, fits that case and would be well worth $700 USD, personally. Why they don't go down that direction instead and focus on making the greatest gaming console rather than the most powerful gaming console? Because, chat, I think we would agree that if I said to you, my console is going to be the most powerful gaming console, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best gaming console. Like, the Xbox was more powerful than the PS2. Everyone preferred the PS2 way more than the Xbox. This is coming from a Halo stan. The PS3 was way more powerful than the Xbox 360. Most people preferred the Xbox 360. I mean, most people preferred the Wii, if we're talking from a mainstream point of view, and that was the weakest of the consoles. You know, the Xbox One and PS4.
Double the frames for double the price, nah dog.
Yeah, it's just, I don't think a lot of people care about the graphical fidelity as much. And even on the PC case, I honestly, PC gamers, I love you. I'm one of you as well. But like the majority of you are just literally buying a beefed up PC to play World of Warcraft, Minecraft, or Counter-Strike. League, Dota. Like, you guys are playing old games. Grand Theft Auto. I don't think people are using the graphical fidelity. I think it's 1%, if I'm being honest.
The PS5 Pro's tech gives developers room to be experimental in pushing boundaries, especially with ray tracing, because it packs enough power to hit higher frame rates without sacrificing as much graphical fidelity. There's still some level of compromise to be made though, so if you were hoping that the Pro would take out all the FOMO stress out of selecting between 60 FPS performance
I never played the new Horizon. Is it good? It looks phenomenal. I kind of want to play it, but I just haven't had a chance to play it.
Modes
came and went.
In some games, now there are even more modes to choose from. Alternatively, if you love having that control over how your games run, that's great news. In my experience though, the visual gap between these modes is much smaller than it is on a base PS5, often making the
This is something else, like, chat. I honestly, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills when it comes to the gaming industry. I do not believe the gaming audience who owns consoles, the vast majority, we're talking the vast majority, okay? The mainstream. I do not believe they give a crap about this toggle, fidelity versus performance. I don't think they think about it at all, okay? Like, to me, they put in they have their console, they put in the disc, they play the game. These games constantly pushing it, so before you can even play the game, you have to choose. It's like 17 different menus before you play the game.
And still no PS5 Bloodborne 60 frames per second port.
I think it buffs up the PlayStation 4 stuff. I think he'll touch on that, so maybe it could. But, like, Mr. Danny Lemon says, person never thought about it. The fidelity versus performance thing, I just don't think the mainstream cares. As much as people want to talk about it, I think if I had to choose one, if you were going to build the perfect console, which we might touch on that in a second, you force high frame rate. You mandate it in the certification of games. You need high frame rate. That's what people actually care about. The games have to play well. The graphics are nice if you can get them, right? But they have to play better. You want the best playing console. It's a console. It's not a PC. They're different. And for whatever reason, Sony and Microsoft, specifically these two, have tried to turn their consoles into PCs. They're not that. That is not the value prop of a console. For the mainstream, I know there's a percent of you that are buying PS5 Pros, and you're very happy to show your purchase of a PS5 Pro with your disc that you bought as well, and it cost you like 1,300 Canadian dollars or whatever. I that's fine. It's amazing. I'm happy for you. You're not the majority. That's all I'm saying. They've kind of lost the plot.
The Pro's performance-centric modes the clear choice. Let's start with a marquee PlayStation first-party game.
And you know what's funny? When Sony came out and announced the PS5 Pro, they said 75% of the gamers who do touch the fidelity versus performance options, they opt for performance. This is why I feel if you're going to make a console, you mandate 60 frames. Maybe 40 frames, but 60 frames would be the one I would go to. Just like the original, like PlayStation 2 games were 60 frames. 60 frames, make those, bada boom, it's mandated at the cert level. That's what people actually care about. The data speaks for itself.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2. On PS5 Pro, you get to choose between Fidelity Pro and Performance Pro modes. The latter offers visual quality that's identical to the base PS5's Fidelity.
Oh my god, bro. They're stupid names and they're adding more options on options on options. I have no idea why these giant corporations want to confuse people more and more. You don't need these options. You just don't. Why? Just let me play the game. Okay? You just don't need it. I played Spider-Man 2. I'm not going back. I have no interest to go back to a Pro Fidelity Pro mode. That is just... Oh my god. It just doesn't need it. More options, more money. That is fact. That is the move, I guess.
Mode, with all the original ray tracing features intact while maintaining a smooth 60 FPS. Effectively, the best of both worlds when compared to the PS5's
5 Pro Max.
However, with the Fidelity Pro option, Insomniac cranked the knobs even further, putting features like ray-traced ambient occlusion, key light shadows, and further improved reflection.
Here's the honest truth, okay, about the PlayStation 5 Pro updates for Spider-Man. It's not going to fix the story. The story of Spider-Man 2 is still lame, is still bamboozled at the end. They completely, just went all over the place with every character. It made no sense, and it pales in comparison to the first Spider-Man game. No amount of frames or fidelity are going to fix it. The gameplay was already great.
Super PS5 Pro Gigamax, when?
Oh, God. Just a matter of time now. The original PlayStation, the original Spider-Man had the greatest story, and Spider-Man 2 has great gameplay, but this doesn't change the needle. It doesn't. First time chat from Moody Girl 69. There isn't even much of a difference between the two. First off, Moody Girl 69, you're beautiful, Goose-tastic. Thank you so much for joining the stream. And second, I totally agree with you. Even if there is a great difference, I just don't think the juice is worth the squeeze on the price, personally. I just don't think that's the direction you go as a console manufacturer. I think you're training your users to just want a PC. You're slowly, it's like the boiling frog. You're just slowly boiling the frog, which is fine. But it will eventually move those users. People who like graphics are like people who like classic cars. Their money's no object. They'll eventually get to the one that they want. They want the ultimate fidelity. You don't just stop midway and be like, well, I'm good here at, 4K 60. I'm good. 4K 30. I'm good. No, those people will go further. They'll go to PC and be like, well, I want a 4090 and now I want 4K 120 frames HDR, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't end. That's just how it is. Also, I do agree with Show Pony. That is an incredible handle, Moody Girl.
On the table, but all those upgrades come at the cost again of being chained down to 30 FPS. You can tweak some of these settings to squeeze out a few extra frames, but I wasn't able to reach anything near 60 FPS even when turning everything down a notch. Horizon Forbidden West showcases another interesting implementation of PS5 Pro enhancements. It has 3 options.
Dude, they cooked. This... Chat, should I play this game? It's on PC now too, right? Holy smokes, that is a gorgeous looking game. Both sides. I can tell a little bit of sharpness here. You can see it really in the plants. But, brother, that is clean.
Favorite graphics, balance, and favorite performance. Again, the performance-based mode is the way to go since it hits a stable 60 FPS while in some respects looking even better than the base PS5's graphics priority mode. You get finer detail and foliage, better lighting, and a better resolution rendering technique.
Right.
Especially for a game like Horizon, those extra frames make the gameplay experience so much better, and you can still enjoy the lush vistas with that added clarity. The PS5 Pro's graphics priority option on...
Bro, come on. PS5 performance mode right here. Like, you're good. You're okay. You're all right, bro. No one's looking at this and then being like, I should spend over $1,000 Canadian for this. No one. Come on, brother. It's just you and me here, okay? We're just talking. Relax. No one's listening. Come on. And the other thing to understand is your brain adapts so quickly. So if I'm looking at PS5 performance mode of Horizon, whatever, Forbidden West, I think is the name of the game. If I'm looking at that on my TV, you think I can even mentally understand what it would be like at the next level? I've just already gotten used to it on my TV. It's not like you're playing it with a second TV beside it being, look how much better this looks. Like, I got an OLED, the LG OLED, the one that's like 120, has 120 hertz refresh rate. I got that. It was an expensive TV, and I wanted it for the new consoles. So I did that. I saved my pennies. I did that. I got used to it so fast. Like, now when I go to other people's house, I can tell the difference. But at my place, I get it. Okay, that's just what it looks like, and it just makes no difference to me. Whatever. But guess what? I don't even play consoles on my big OLED TV because the consoles are lame now. The experience is bad. Astrobot was the last one I played. Aside from that, like, that's the problem.
On the other hand, caps Horizon Forbidden West at 30 FPS, but pushes the boundaries with a higher base resolution. Yet, I don't find the trade-off worth it since it's tough to distinguish with the fantastic Pro Performance mode. The curious part is the balanced option, which goes for 40 FPS.
Bro,
it
they
strikes a
look
middle
the
ground with
same.
visual
Am I
quality, but
crazy?
honestly, it's not worth the 30% cut in frame rate for marginal visual gains. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered takes a different angle as well. It oddly retains the same exact 2 options available from the base PS.
This is a PS4 game. All right, you need to move on. It's a PS4 game. I know it's been remastered. Move on.
5, graphics or performance priority. But there's a new Pro option that uses PSSR to take 1440p resolution to output 4K while retaining other visual qualities of the PS5's graphics mode and still hitting a consistent 60 FPS.
Right.
It was already a visually impressive remaster on PS5, but
True.
the boost in performance while having all of its graphical details synced is nice. Of all the games,
This is the thing, like, if you're going to release hardware like this, sure, fine. This is your whole push for more premium and the PSSR. That's great. Okay, fine. Great. If that's the direction you want to go to, sure. Release a new game with it. Because realistically, who's going back? Like, how frequently do you guys go back to games? The game has to be a freaking classic on a classic. I've gone back to Halo many times. But, bro, I don't care. I'm not going to be playing Last of Us Part 2. I'm not going to go through that emotion again. I'm not going to be playing Spider-Man 2 again. It ain't happening. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to do it. I feel like you release a new game. Here's the brand new Last of Us on the PlayStation 5 Pro. We're showcasing it here, day and date with the release. Like it's a console launch. Here's the next Ratchet. Here's Sunset Overdrive 2. Please make it happen. We want it.
Games that have gotten PS5 Pro updates ahead of launch, Alan Wake 2 is certainly the most interesting one. Remedy decided to go all in on ray tracing with its graphics mode, and it's absolutely stunning, with robust reflections and lighting giving its world a much more striking look, especially in the way that feeds into its atmosphere. The Pro enhancements stretch the limits of what PSSR is capable of, however. In graphics mode, it uses a base resolution of 1224p and runs at 30 FPS to make room for all those sweet ray tracing techniques. You won't get those big ray traced features in performance mode, but it will target 60 FPS with an image quality akin to the graphics mode on the base PS5. It has to use
Am I crazy? I don't see the difference. Like slight, sure. It's slightly sharper. Am I crazy?
a fairly low base resolution of 864p to get there though. It's still a great looking game in this mode, although it's definitely a blurrier image. Regardless, I find Alan Wake 2 shows a noticeable improvement over what you get from the base PS5, even if there are still compromises to be made. Now, when there's a new powerful console, there's always a racing game to flex the hardware. Taking speedy race cars down the track in F124 provides a pretty clear example of what ray tracing can do.
Makes sense.
When looking at the Pro Enhanced Quality mode and the base PS5's Quality mode, it's easy to pick up on the improvements in reflections and lighting, especially on rain-soaked tracks. And the Pro is able to do this by using PSSR to still target 60 FPS.
Okay.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is an example of where the PS5 Pro can bring a game out of the depths of weak technical performance to a much more playable state. By using PSSR, the Pro is able to put out noticeably higher and more consistent frame rates than the base console can, whether you choose to prioritize performance or graphics, which enables ray tracing too. Though it's not with
Wouldn't you just get a PC? If that was the problem? I feel like as a long-term solution. Because what, the PlayStation 5 has what, 4 more years? Wouldn't it be a better economical choice to just get a PC?
without noticeable drops in busy areas. It's a powerful console, but it's not magic. On the other hand, something like Final Fantasy XVI is an example of how a game without pro enhancements, or at least an uncapped frame rate option to just let the extra power work, isn't going to benefit in a tangible way without an update, since it's bound by the limitations that were built for its graphics modes.
I mean, it still looks pretty good
when prioritizing graphics, while the performance mode still targets 60 FPS with lesser visual quality.
Okay.
Now, that's a lot of technical information, but despite all those enhancements, the question still stands. Is it actually worth buying a PS5 Pro? Frustratingly, they
I'm going to go ahead and say no. Unless you're stinking rich and you just don't, you got a tax write-off. Like for me, it actually makes sense for the business, like the channel. It makes sense for me to get this, do a write-off. In fact, there's a video that would work with this that I can think of. I'm just not at the place where I can do that. In fact, I would hesitate to say I will get one, and it will be for a video. But I'll tell you this. I didn't order it yet. I have no intention of ordering it unless it's for a video. Whereas the Analog 3D, the N64 4K, like player N64 games in crystal clear with a new controller, like I bought that day one. In fact, I bought two. Might be giving one away here on stream at some point to some lucky little gosling. Okay? So make yourself heard and make sure you're in the Discord so you don't miss it. Pinned in the comment. See that, chat? See that? So I can't say. I mean, it never looked worth it to me. I'm happy for people who want it, but man, that's just the type of weird Looney Tunes world that we're in, where you pretty much can't criticize this thing without being called a kook. But to me, it's like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What is professional about this? Make it play all the original PlayStation consoles. I'm not going to repeat myself again. Play PS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 games all in one box. There's your easy $700. Easy. Can the PS5 even handle Simpsons Hit and Run? I don't think it could. No, sir. No, sir.
The answer is always going to be, it depends on you. As someone who used to be a sucker for upgrading to new generations of high-end graphics cards to push my PC to its limits, the PS5 Pro scratches that old itch because I do notice and appreciate the differences it provides. The visual quality that the Pro Enhanced Performance modes have thus far look fantastic.
There's no way that it scratches the same itch. The beauty of the PC when you upgrade a graphics card is you can do it like every 6 years. Honestly, 5 to 6 years, you're good. You're okay. You're doing fine, and you just replace a piece. This is like you're replacing the entire thing, and now you got some old PS5 you got to deal with. You got to go sell it or something. Like, what are you gonna do with it? It's just sitting there. What are you doing? What are you doing with it? Come on, ain't the same thing at all. What are we talking about? You're rocking a 270 and or 2070. It's more than enough for most games. Exactly. Like before, I upgraded my PC last year, and I only did it to help me make videos faster. I'm a 40. I always forget. I think it's a 4070. Yeah, it's 4070 Ti. But before that, I think I was at a 2070 too, actually, to be honest, Show Pony. And it was fine. Granted, it's a lot better now, but it's still, I do have to one-up you. It had to be done. You had to be put in your place. You've been exposed.
And it's all the more enticing because hitting 60 FPS gives a smooth gameplay experience that's tough to come back from. I've also found performance modes on the base PS5 to be lackluster in some cases, and since the Pro has shown the potential in addressing that shortcoming, I find that the new console can be a worthy investment. There are a few games out there now that make the Pro a more enticing prospect. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's performance mode on base PS5 feels too compromising to me, with in-engine cutscenes and close-ups on characters during pivotal moments looking muddled at 60 FPS. Thus, I bit the bullet and managed with 30 FPS gameplay so that I could get the visual experience that uplifted its storytelling qualities. It worked well enough for that sort of game, but I'd much rather have been playing at 60 FPS. With the Pro Enhancement patch, Rebirth has a new Versatility mode that merges both the high-quality graphics setting with 60 FPS performance into a singular mode, so there's no choice paralysis, and it delivers the exact type of experience I wanted. That said, I know and can fully understand people who don't care quite as much about having state-of-the-art systems to play their favorite games, so long as they meet a reasonable balance between performance and fidelity, which the original PS5 only rarely has a problem pulling off with existing games. And for a lot of people, playing at 30 FPS isn't necessarily a deal breaker, and if you're happy with that level of performance, you might as well be happier with a few $100s still in your bank account. And the Pro is a hard sell for anybody who expects a whole new experience when they unbox a brand new console. The PS5 Pro doesn't fundamentally transform how games are played.
Oh, hold on.
New experience when they unbox a brand.
IGN. You really couldn't have just got a perfectly clean box for your video? What happened here? You got a little aggressive? Did you guys fight over who would get the Pro? What happened here? What happened here? I feel like this symbol, 4K, HDR, these symbols have been like on every console for the past 10 years and have never actually fulfilled that promise of 4K also. Oh, the 4K thing just seems like such a giant joke. Who cares?
A new console. The PS5 Pro doesn't fundamentally transform how games are played, it just makes them look prettier and run smoother. And if you're happy with how your games look and play on a base PS5, then it's absolutely not worth paying a premium to upgrade.
Got that?
I got it, sir. What's IGN gonna give it? Out of 10, what are we talking here?
Considering that the PS5 generation has largely been described as
there's 8K on the PS5 box,
it's a little difficult to get all that excited about a console that promises
it's crazy
to be
some people think 60 frames per second is a knock in 2024. Isn't PS4 Pro promised to bring 4K with 60 frames per second too?
It's never
Consoles got stuck in a loop.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. The consoles focus too much on graphics and performance. It's just they need to stop. They need to stop. The consoles would be better set to say, here's the spec, it needs to be hit. Anything higher, sure. But minimum, 60 frames, that's it. Nothing else. Like, they need to stop with the graphics thing. No one cares. It's just a marketing thing. No one actually cares. If we look at the top 10 best-selling games, it's like Grand Theft Auto. It's not graphically impressive. Minecraft, not graphically impressive. Fortnite, not graphically impressive. Yeah, they each do some certain things that are impressive, but like overall, no one would say this is the cutting edge. No one's buying those games for 4K graphics, technical. You're buying those games because they're amazing and they hold up. Like, that's why. So, what are these console... Like, how do you not look at the top 10 most played games on consoles and not think to yourself, why would I do graphics? Why would I focus on that? That's one thing Nintendo is, like, pretty great at. And Nintendo, like, they don't need to. They've carved their own niche. Now, would I prefer Nintendo be at the same levels as the other consoles? Of course, because I'd love to see like Odyssey that didn't look smudgy, but like it doesn't need to be 4K. I mean, Nintendo's proven that. I wish that stuff just ran better on the Nintendo side. They're working with like 2017-year-old hardware. But yeah, 6 Zugs. War Gods in 4K. I don't even know what War Gods is, but first time chat, Quote Monkey. But we were happy to have you here. Quote Monkey, you beautiful goose-tastic. But yeah, I keep beating that drum, but
faster PS5. The PS5
I don't know.
Pro does deliver
Gaming
on
industry
that
makes
for
me
sure.
feel
And if
crazy.
you find the standard PS5 leaving more to be desired from a technical perspective, it's an intriguing prospect. Running updated games in the new performance modes gives you essentially the old fidelity modes, now targeting 60 FPS, sometimes with extra improvements. Sony's
Right.
AI-powered upscaling tech is certainly impressive when
I think
playing
that's
games
cool.
that have been updated for it, giving console players the same type of image quality and frame rate improvements that Nvidia's DLSS has delivered on the PC side in recent years. You're not
That's
entirely
cool.
free from compromises because you often still have to choose between that new standard and even better looking fidelity modes at 30 FPS.
Everything I see of this game looks incredible. How have I not played this game? Holy.
Though I found going with performance an easier choice this time around. At $700, it's not cheap, so you have to really desire that visual upgrade,
I never
knowing
played
that it
Hogwarts
doesn't
Legacy
transform
either.
the gameplay experience at a fundamental level. And to be fair, Sony never said it would. So, as it stands, the PS5 Pro isn't essential, but it is certainly nice to have.
Sony never said it would, but you put this label called Pro. Like, the labels mean something. They mean something. So when you have Pro, people assume things, whether you say it or not. Like, that's what you called it. Call it the PS5 Plus. I don't know. Nothing about it is professional. It seems lame.
For more on the PS5 Pro, be sure to check out our unboxing video.
I will not, because you obviously broke it, IGN, Mr. John IGN. Chat, out of 10 Zugs, how many Zugs are we giving the PlayStation 5? How many Zuggerinos are we giving the PlayStation 5 Pro? How many? Tell me right now, chat, or I'm going to lose my mind. I am so angry. This is serious, chat. 5 out of 10 Zugs. 4 Zugs. 6 Zugs. 1 butt Zug. What did you say? Repeat yourself. Because I know you didn't just say butt Zug. I know it. I'm going to look at the chat. He doubled down. He doubled down. I was expecting like a, you're right. But no, he doubled down. Respect. Just Russell with 3 out of 10 Zugs. Honestly, the respect for Show Pony just went through the moon. Doubled down. I appreciate that. You stuck to your guns. Chat, I have made... I want to go through those top 10 games really quick just to emphasize my point. So here I have... Okay, I've scrolled down. Okay? I forget where I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, someone made a video about this. Right? That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Okay. Right under the top 10 best-selling games, we have Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. Okay, graphically impressive game. Obviously a great game. I should beat it at some point. We played it on stream and I had a fantastic time. But what I want to do here is I want to go through the top 10 best-selling games of all time, and I'm going to show you guys just how insane these games are, and not like basically how not graphically intensive these are. Okay, so let's go through the top 10 best-selling games of all time, and quite frankly, I think you're going to be surprised. Coming in at number 10, Human Fall Flat with 50 million copies sold. Okay, this is tied for number 9 with Overwatch at 50 million copies sold. Right above that, we're talking the OG itself, Super Mario Brothers, coming in at 58 million. This is the NES copy, okay? And you're starting to notice a trend. These games aren't graphically intensive, okay? So just keep that in mind for the most part. Coming in next, Terraria at 60,700,000 copies sold, okay? So this is 10, 9, 8, 7. Terraria is number 7. Coming in number 6, Red Dead Redemption 2, so well deserved, by the way, at 67 million copies. And this is also coming out in 2018, so that's kind of incredible. Coming in at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming in at number 5, halfway down the list, Mario Kart 8 at 72,730,000 copies sold from May 29, 2014 on Wii U and Switch. Absolutely insane. Right above that is shocking. PUBG Battlegrounds at 75 million. Dude, I knew PUBG was big. I didn't think it was that big. 75 million is absolutely insane. Holy smokes. Right above that is Wii Sports, the pack-in game that came in with Wii at 82,900,000. And right above that, by a staggering huge amount, at number 2 is Grand Theft Auto 5 with 205 million. Basically the game everybody bought multiple copies of. And right above that, destroying Grand Theft Auto for the highest best-selling game of all time is Minecraft at 300 million copies. I think Microsoft did A-okay with that purchase. Chat, what did we learn? Wii Sports graphics were top tier. That is true. Honestly, I would love a Wii HD. I would love that. I would love that. I don't know why they didn't make one for the Switch. They should do that for the Switch too. Pack in Wii. Wii HD. Wii Sports HD. I just want the tennis game. Just give me the tennis game, baby. I just want the tennis game. Chat, like, look at this. Minecraft, not graphically intensive. Grand Theft Auto, I mean, this is a 2013. You could argue on the PC for sure. Wii Sports, PUBG, Mario Kart 8, Red Dead for sure. Red Dead for sure. Terraria, Super Mario Bros., Overwatch, Human Fall Flat. All of these games are graphically terrible. They're like mid at best. Do you know what I'm saying? So based off the best-selling games, this is what the people actually play. And this doesn't even include Fortnite because it's free to play. Would we say that the pursuit of 4K graphics is insane? Is it not insanity? 4K 60 frames? Like, brother, no one cares. People seem to care about, shocker, great games. All of these games are classics. And Human Fall Flat is the biggest shocker. Quite frankly, I made a video entirely on it. Right here, how a tiny indie game beat the AAA industry. This video still, I haven't figured out the right flow to it, but overall, it's a great video. That was my first video of 2024, and if you want to learn the story of how Human Fall Flat sold what it did, it really tells the story of the creator, the developer who did that, so that video is there if you want to watch it. But all this to say, like, video games, like, the data's there. I don't know why the gaming industry gets crazy. The data is there. It's very clear. First time chat, the Mayonnator. Let's go. W for the Mayonnator because, quite frankly, that is the greatest name I've ever heard in my life, okay? That's right up there with Pooh Radley. Pooh Radley, one of the greatest names I ever saw on Twitch. The Mayonnator is right there. Mayonnator says, first time chat, oh my god, I love your videos, bro. You're actually a massive inspiration to you. You're a massive inspiration to me. Chat, can we just get some hearts, some pineapple pizzas, some any goose emotes? Like, can we get some Zenkai Nices in there? Like, can we throw some love to the Mayonnator? Because that is an absolutely beautiful comment. Nothing makes me happier than seeing beautiful comments like that. That is the community that we have over here. Beautiful. Thank you, Show Pony. Thank you, Anmine. Let's spam those emotes. You know what I'm saying? You guys are absolutely stallions. So let's look at that. Okay, so that's the games. Now, chat, right here. We did a little bit of this on the quiz, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's go through. Pardon me. I'm dying. I get super congestion. Now let's go through the top 10 best-selling games of all time. Okay, so I'm going to go through the top 10. These right here, okay? These are the top 10 best-selling consoles of all time, and I think you're going to learn something by going through all of these 10. Okay, so coming in at number 10, the Game Boy Advance. Absolutely insane. 81.5 million units sold. Right above that, Microsoft's only option on this list at number 9, the Xbox 360 with 84 million. Right above that, just sliding over the Xbox 360, just beating it in the end, the PlayStation 3 with 87.4 million. And then, of course, hitting the 101 million mark comes the Wii at, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At number 7 is the Wii with 101.63 million. Absolutely insane. Right above that, believe it or not, beating the Wii, it's the original PlayStation. 1994 with 102.49 million. The original PlayStation coming in at number 6. Number 5, PlayStation 4. Sony just absolutely clobbered because Nintendo and Microsoft kept shooting themselves in the foot with the worst consoles and the worst names known to man. PlayStation 4 releases with wins number 5 with 117.2 million. Right above that, oh, interesting, a Game Boy and Game Boy Color with 118 million. Some say it's a very simple console, not pushing 4K graphics over there, but it comes in at number 4. Number 3, Nintendo Switch, 146 million units at number 3, releasing in 2017. That's really impressive. Again, not focusing on 4K graphics. Nintendo DS, coming in at number 2 as a handheld, 154 million, releasing in 2004. That's number 2, Nintendo DS, absolutely slaying. But number 1, of course, is the PlayStation 2, the best-selling console of all time, released in 2000 with 155 million units sold. And of course, if I'm being real, we have to credit a lot of that to the fact that it was the most affordable and easy-to-use DVD player known to man. So all this to say, when you look at the top 10 best-selling consoles of all time, chat, it is very clear the graphics don't matter. They just don't matter. Like, none of these consoles are like the graphical powerhouses except for the PlayStation 4, arguably, but really I would credit that to the fact that they made great games and their competitors just were probably the stupidest they ever were in that generation. The Wii U and the Xbox One were like horrible consoles. And the PlayStation 3, but this was tied with the Xbox 360, and that took them a while. And we also have to credit the PlayStation 3 as being, again, the same way the PlayStation 2 was, an affordable and cheap and easy-to-use Blu-ray player. But things like the Game Boy, the Nintendo Switch, the DS, and the Game Boy Advance really show you simplicity is more important. Simplicity is more important. And when we combine both of these, the best-selling consoles and the best-selling video games, this is what led me to make this post. Chat! It's about time we talk about it. This is what I defined as the perfect console. First off, chat, am I wrong? This is indeed the Goose Cube. Goose, you said you would talk properly. You said you would talk properly. Okay? You said you would talk properly. This is the Goose Cube. Chat, what you see here is my definition of the perfect console. Mandates physical games. Okay? This is a hypothetical world in which I can make the rules. Mandates physical games. Mandates 60 frames per second games at a minimum. Limits game prices to $40. Blocks in-app purchases. Blocks 10 gig mega updates from always occurring so you never get the chance to play a game. Okay? Includes a pack-in multiplayer game. We're talking like Wii Sports. Includes 2 controllers, 1 gamepad, and 1 remote. So you have a controller for the casuals, aka the Wiimote. You have a controller for the people who want the Pro, aka like an Xbox controller or PlayStation 5 controller. And every controller has a push-to-talk microphone so you can always communicate with everyone, and you can, of course, communicate with your own console. Chat, this is what I want it to look like. This is what I want it to have. This is what I want the industry to push forward, in my opinion. Am I crazy? It is not a subwoofer, wizard, you little rascal. The DVD drive for movies was the biggest selling point for PS2, in my opinion. And that's how I convinced my parents to buy one. Yeah, I really think the DVD stuff for the PlayStation 2 was a huge, huge, huge deal. Huge deal in its sales. Huge. It brought in the mainstream. Like I'm talking about your parents in a way that other game consoles don't. Like that's why I think like the Game Boy was so big. It was so easy to understand. It didn't scare your parents from playing it. I mean, it's a D-pad, start, select, A, B, just like the NES. And I think that means a lot to those people. They don't want to learn 16 buttons and like 3D controls. What did you just say about your mother? You keep my mom's name out your mother goose and mouth. You hear me? When does the Goose Cube Pro come out? Well, we'll be taking pre-orders, effective immediately. This Goose Cube, you see here, will be releasing at 700 USD. Okay, now hear me out. 700 USD. It's going to have all this stuff, and it will only play Simpsons Run. Are you in? Are you in? My Batarian brother. Chat, I'm not even joking. I honestly think like this is like the perfect console. And I say mandate physical games. I posted this a couple places. I posted this on Threads, and I posted this on Twitter. And quite frankly, if I could just say this real quick, Threads and Twitter, which one do you guys think is worse, Threads or Twitter? Tell me in the chat. I'll continue on with the story. I posted them both. And this is like what I want from a console. I want physical games back, specifically cartridges. I think cartridges are cooler than discs, in my opinion. I think cartridges are just, they play faster. Like it's flash memory. They're better for collections. They're easier to store. They're smaller. They're just more expensive to manufacture, but I think that could be okay. I think that makes sense. The 60 frames per second thing, again, I don't want it, like when you dip frames below 30, it's very, very noticeable, and it's very, like, it ruins the flow when your game dips below 30. If your game dips below 60, you can notice it, but it's overall, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. It's going to be fine if it dips a little bit, right? Like a dip to the 20 frames versus a dip to the 50 frames, like one's noticeably worse. So to me, mandating 60 frames per second makes a ton of sense. Now, limiting game prices is something I got pushback a little bit on these threads for limiting game prices to $39.99. Of course, a console manufacturer can't actually require the max amount a game could be purchased, but I think if someone like Microsoft and Sony came out with a console and released all their first-party games at $40 US, to me, that's a standard that the consumers will get used to, and then they will not want to spend anything more than that. It will make the standard. Like a full, like I'm talking like a Halo 3 level game. Single player, multiplayer, co-op, all that in, $39.99. And the reason I say that is because these games these days, chat, they're making so much more money like from the game, inside the game, that makes it ridiculous to even ask for what is $89.99 in Canada. Like, what are we talking about? Why these AAA games are at the price they're at while they're raking in billions of dollars of microtransactions? Brother, relax. Also, there's this concept with pricing where if we put the price down, okay, you might get so much more volume of sales that it actually supersedes the amount of profit you would get from the lack of volume you would get at a higher price. So if I effectively put the price at $89.99, maybe I get 1 million sales. But if I put the price to half and market it as premium, $49.99, I might get 2 million sales. Well, now we're at the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So this is the thing. Make it easier to get people in, and then make your money from other things. Block in-app purchases. Effectively, I don't think games themselves should have microtransactions. Like the coins, everyone has their coin system, all that stuff. I think that's stupid. They shouldn't have it. It's so annoying. It's frustrating, and every game has to effectively build the exact same system. A storefront, their own coin system, their own economy, their own skin system. It should not be at the game level. It makes zero sense. The next thing, 10 gig updates. I just picked an arbitrary number, but the point is, no one should open their game on Friday night after a long day of work and want to play with the boys or just play with themselves and then load up their game and then be given a 10 gig update, 20 gig, and let's be real, probably 50 gig update these days that blocks you from an hour from playing the game. And then by the time you get to actually play the game, it's time to go to bed. You have other things to do. There's a lot of people who have long jobs, they're exhausted, they have family, they have to deal with these things, and they don't have time to waste an hour. It's ridiculous. 10 gig updates, it needs to be blocked. In the Xbox 360 era, I think it was mandated where you could only put a update of a gig. What was it? Actually, let's just confirm. Xbox update limit. Yeah, 4 megabytes. Maybe that was it. Now, obviously, 4 megabytes is way too low in this day and age. We can obviously handle much more. But 10 gigs, I think, is where you're cutting it a little bit. You're pushing limits, as they like to say. You're pushing limits. Pack-in multiplayer game. The Wii just made this perfect. The Wii shows you Wii Sports, the power of Wii Sports, especially with a pack-in remote and gamepad. Like, effectively, you've given 2 players, so you've made local multiplayer a thing right out the box, and you've made it so your grandma or your mom can play it with the remote. And multiplayer games like Wii Sports is so easy to understand. I don't understand why it's not a pack-in for everybody right out the gate, so you just have something. I just don't get why that's not a thing. And again, like I emphasize here, 1 remote, 1 gamepad. Sometimes, chat, have you ever been in a position where you're on your console and you just want to watch Netflix or YouTube? So you go to your gamepad, you turn it on, and then you use the thumbstick and you tip, you press A. Wouldn't it be so much easier if you just had a remote control like every other TV, smart TV these days? Wouldn't it just be so much easier if you could just use a remote control? Well, that's what the Wii Mode is. I don't know why we give that option. Let it always stay on. And boom, there it is. There's your 2 controllers. And of course, the last one, push-to-talk microphones. The PlayStation 5 has a microphone built into the controller. But to me, every controller should focus on push-to-talk. In Halo 2, there was a button you could press that allowed push-to-talk, not talk all the time. The problem is people like to opt in. Maybe you want to say 1 word. You might not want to say everything. So most people just shut it off and then forget about it. Because again, what's the opposite of shutting it off? It's turning it on, which means it's always on, so most people don't do it. And then the other case, you get people who leave the microphone on, and then you get those crazy people who's just like, you hear their music, you hear their wife and kids yelling at them. It's bad. My mouth sounds dry. Chat, you keep me healthy, you keep me clean, you know what I'm saying? So that to say, I think push-to-talk is the way to go. Push-to-talk allows me to use my controller and communicate at any point. And also, when I'm not in-game, use it the same way I would use it like Siri on my phone or Google. It allows me to press it, launch this game. Press it, search for Black Ops 6. Press it, it should be like that. It should be like that. It should make your life easy as possible in the living room. It is a living room simple experience, so it should look like a beautiful living room item. It should support everything to make your gameplay as simple as possible, and it obviously needs great games. Easy! The Goose Cube is available now, 700 USD, only plays Simpsons Hit and Run. It's the only game you ever need, okay? No one will ever get sick ever again. Now, what you guys say in chat? It's pretty cool that 4K 60 is going to remain such a stable, unachievable goal for 3 console gen 2. I know, Nightly. Nightly, first off, shout out Nightly. Shout out Nightly. Just a beautiful little individual. Just a beautiful little individual, right? What's going on, Nightly? Hold on. Actually, let me just put that back and then. Yeah, and then Quote Monkey says they should have one store with skins and accessories for a console-wide avatar that games could choose to let you use in the game only if you want. Quote Monkey, you're talking logic here. You're talking logic. You're talking logic. There's logic that you're talking, and that's what should be said. You're talking it. It's logic, and you're talking it. You are talking logic. Now, I talked to you guys about like which one's better, Threads or Twitter. I want to see what you guys said. Threads is a mess. Threads is worse. I hate Threads. Twitter is worse. All right. Chat, look at this. You guys can decide. Okay. Hold on. So over here, granted, it didn't pop off as much as over there. But overall, when I post on Twitter, which if you're not following me on Twitter, you should be because I'm beautiful and goose-tastic, and so are you. Quite frankly, we should have beautiful goose-tastic moments. Also, shout out to Scarlett Levine, or Spikes Levine, for posting clips of from my videos. I've been reposting these. These have been awesome to rewatch. Been posting clips of my, some of my videos and like the funniest parts, and that's been fun to share. But like here, this tweet popped off. It's agreeing with me, hire this man, blah, blah, blah. Just like they're all being nice. They're all like, yeah, that's a good idea to do this. All right, let's go to Threads. Why would I want physical games? Immediately. Immediately. Thank you for the late one there, Cameron. Why would I want physical games? This console would be dead in a week. This is a horrid console. Oh, this is a picture of a cube and things that, and a list of things you think. And I said, you can't prove that. You can't prove that in a court of law. Come on. Sounds like a piece of poop. Oh, let me zoom this up. Sounds like a piece of poop. I said, why? He quote tweets me and says, you're garbage. This is a microtransaction machine. Quote, blocks in-app purchases. Okay? What's the point of limiting prices? Buddy, do you like spending $90 on your games? Buddy. Are you defending a trillion dollar companies? Buddy, I'm talking for the people. Buddy. Just get a PC like a regular adult. I said, brother, breathe. No way, shape, or form profitable. Causes developers, makes it unattractive. And again, it's like I'm giving an idea just to say like we want this. Companies can make things profitable. They just have to give what people want. So I'm like, I just think this would be cool. I'm not saying it has to be this, but I'm throwing ideas. I would never buy it. This guy is actually based. Mandate booklets with a list of cheat codes. That guy's based. Based. Do not include push to talk, include open mic. I said no, this one's better. He goes, no, put in open mic. I'm like, okay. Oh man. So that's pretty much my experience on Threads. Threads is a nightmare. The people on Threads are insanely toxic. I have been shocked. Considering they're the side, like Threads has argued that, like the group of people who go on Threads has argued that they're the better people, like the nice people, and the Twitter people are the crazy people. That has not been my experience. Twitter people are straight up way funnier, way more nice, and Threads people are the most toxic, crazy people, aside from homies like Grunk. Okay? Shout out, Grunk. Shout out! You're amazing on Threads. But everybody else is kind of insane. Anytime I have a thread blow up, I wish I could be in Dark Theme. But unfortunately I can't. Anytime I have a thread blow up, I don't even want to. I made a Splinter Cell 1. Got roasted. Can't win. You can't win. Halo 1 got roasted. made yeah, an alien. Anything that you see the like count go high, I always get roasted on Threads. Threads likes to roast the goose. They like their goose well done. They like their goose well done. And yeah, I know it's a light theme. I apologize. Flashbang. You replied to the tweet? Let's see. This man really just threw the Simpsons hit and run curse right back in my face. You know what you are. You're a freaking monster. You guys are hateful individuals. You guys are hateful individuals. Quite frankly, you should be ashamed of yourselves. I have not tried Blue Sky. I think the Blue Sky thing is like crazy to be. The Blue Sky thing, you're all going to be back on Twitter. Relax. Because everyone who goes to Blue Sky has to post on Twitter. I'm going to Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky. Brother. Relax. Like I love Thor from Pirate Software, but he was talking about Blue Sky. And he was like, I'm going to Blue Sky. And I was like, why? Like, it just seems like, let's just see how many, let's see. 100K, that's not bad. That's not bad. But still, why? Brother, who cares? Let it go. Have you tried MySpace? I'll put you in my top 10. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. First time chat, the Truth Seeker 333. What's up, Zenkai? It's me, Toki from X, that one guy with the capybara profile pic. Hey, yo! What's going on? You're beautiful, Goose-tastic, and I always appreciate your tweets. Thank you so much. You're a beautiful individual. Shout out. Chat, let's send some goose emotes for the first time chatters. Shout out to the first time chatters. The last thing I'll talk about real quick. I don't have time to talk about it, but I'll give you a real quick how do you do on it. Is chat the Halo update, Halo Infinite update. This guy's just talking about it. There's a Halo Infinite update that just released. That is a celebration of Halo 2. And effectively, they put classic mode into Halo Infinite. And then, quite frankly, I played it. This right here, we're looking at Wizard, the Wizard remake. This is an incredible remake in Halo Infinite through Forge. Whoever forged this, I forget who did it. I think it might have been Unique, who's in the Twitter. Maybe he's even in the stream right now. Fellow Canadian. Absolutely insane. Chat, I heavily recommend you try this because it will give you an idea of what's wrong with Halo Infinite. Because when you play the classic mode in Halo Infinite, it is fun. I actually think it's better than Halo Infinite. But all the problems that Halo Infinite has, besides the movement system, which is a lot, you find a lot of issues. If you guys are interested in a community night on the Halo Classic mode, let me know and we can do that in the Discord. I think that would be awesome. I had a lot of fun. I did have a lot of problems with like the maps are overall like very, very dark. Very, very dark. Like the lighting, like this is Ascension, and if you remember what Ascension looked like in Halo 2, it's like night and day. Like this is impossible to see. Especially when you're looking across the map, it is almost impossible to see the enemy people. I found it very, very, very difficult. What you're looking at also is this is the brand new weapon they added. It's essentially the assault rifle that works like a submachine gun. It's very, very interesting. So Halo Infinite, I've been asking them for months to go to a classic mode within Halo Infinite through a playlist so they can collect proper data, and they finally did it, and I played it for a generous amount of time, and I really enjoyed it. I put a list on Twitter of all the problems I had with it. In fact, I can quickly go to that real quick. If you're interested in that, that is available here. Let me find it here. Oh, it's right here. So I gave a quick drop of everything I think that they need to fix for that, but overall the playlist is pretty good. The midship map they played is great. The Wizard map is great. Beaver Creek is great. Ascension is great. I didn't get to play Sanctuary yet. Overall, like Halo Infinite has issues with like what they set you to play as. But overall, I had a fantastic time. What's my new opinion on the new Halo that's in development? Think using Unreal is a terrible idea. I actually think I think it makes a ton of sense for a company who's like as screwed up as they are with their engine. It's clearly this will help them. Also from a maintenance point of view, they don't have to work on an engine that they have to manage. And from a hiring point of view, they can just hire people who already know how to work the engine. Whereas with their in-house custom engine, when you hire someone who's capable in software development, like you're gonna have to teach them the tools. And when the tool is as complicated as an engine like the Slipspace engine, aka the old Halo engine that's just been upgraded and upgraded, like that's just gonna be a long time to teach them how everything works. Whereas if they already know Unreal, it makes a ton of sense for them to just drag and drop them inside the new Halo game. They can just focus on making a great game. Do I wish it would stay with the original engine? I do, based off of like the physics and all that stuff. But I think it could be replicated in Unreal Engine. We'll have to see. I just think they're taking away a lot of responsibility that they previously had and just focusing more on the game. And I think this makes a ton of sense. It looks like they're remaking the original Halo. I think that makes a ton of sense too, from a business and player perspective. But you know, I obviously would rather just a continuation of like Halo 3 stuff, because Halo CE is fun, the campaign's amazing, but they've already remade it through an anniversary, and CE gameplay is not my favorite. 2 and 3 are vastly superior in my opinion. The pistol's fun, everything else is bad. That's my opinion. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. Chat. Last but not least, before we go on our brand new adventure, our beautiful adventure. Chat, I think I'm going to be doing something new. So, real quick, before we go, the Discord is here. I'm going to touch on something in the Discord in a second. There's going to be no Sub Sunday to this week either. Again, I just have to prioritize this new video. This new video is taking forever, and I'm a little burnt out, if I'm being real. So, Sub Sunday, we're going to put on pause again. It's coming back. I just need to finish this video before I burnt out. I got to keep my mind and my sanity safe. But, chat, how do you guys feel about Friday Goose Morning Lives? I'm going to open a poll real quick. Which GML day do you prefer? I'm actually going to put a couple options here. Saturday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday. Okay, I put a bunch. I'm going to put this to 3 minutes. All right, the poll is up. I'm curious to see. Wait, hold on. Let me get the poll on the screen. I just love the Ape Escape music. It's such a beautiful little thing, isn't it? All right, here's the poll. Which Goose Morning Live day do you prefer? You guys prefer Friday. Interesting. Interesting. I also kind of like Friday. Oh my God. Friday is taking it. Friday leading with 75%. Interesting, chat. I can only watch today because I'm off today. Oh, interesting. Okay. And then you also asked for me to ban you. You're interesting. The Discord link is available in the pinned comment. Feel free to click it. It's in the pinned comment in the chat. There's only 10 slots every single week. Every single stream, I should say. Friday. So it's looking like Friday. Interesting. But Mr. Danny Lemon won't make it either. All right, we're going to have to figure something out. We got one of you saying other. But when work picks back up, I won't be able to make it. Why not Friday Eve? Yeah, let me make another poll after this. Would you guys prefer nighttime? I just can't call it GML. Goose Evening Live. It is a nice intro into the weekend. That's exactly what I was thinking. Where Friday works well, or I can be like, have a fantastic weekend, a goose-tastic weekend. You're a carpenter and the housing market is causing less building. Goose Evening Live. You guys are saying we do a Goose Evening Live? Okay, well, it looks like Friday's winning, so let me make another one. Let me make another one. What time would you like the stream? 9 a.m. God, this music just makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. All right, here we go. New poll. I'll put it to 1 minute. Starting the poll. The poll is commenced. What time would you like Goose Morning live in Eastern time? I know that can be confusing because it wouldn't be morning, depending on your votes. The voting has commenced immediately. Afternoon, and then evening, and then morning. Also, first time chat, Guardian Vatos. I work from home, so anytime works for you. You're beautiful, Goose-tastic. We'd love to have you here. Beautiful, Goose-tastic. Goose up all night. Wow. This is shocking. This is shocking. Again, I was thinking of doing a week of streams. So a week of Goose Morning streams and basically trying to figure out which day you guys like the most and then also figuring out which time. We like to do lots of tests here, okay? Whatever the stream is today, however you like it today, in a year or two, it will be 10x better. I can promise you that. I just always love improving things. So that's 100%. Goose is our test subject to study. Interesting. So you guys prefer evening. And I think the data actually shows that on Sub Sunday. Honestly, if I'm being real, chat, Friday nights would be a lot easier for me. Because Saturdays I like to take a day off and I do that after stream, but it would be nice to do that in the morning. Because what I used to do last year before the stream is I would go for a run early morning Saturday and then finish off at my bakery that's nearby my place, and then I would eat my little croissanty and it would be delicious and I'd have my little latte and it was a beautiful little morning. But now I can't do that because I'm always trying to make sure the stream is set. Yeah, I am a hipster. Then I got the Simpsons Hit and Run curse. Ooh. You should do a test stream where you play Simpsons Hit and Run for 12 hours. Why don't we up it? Why don't we do Simpsons Hit and Run for a full week? We never stop. Why don't we do a subathon? 1 month, Simpsons Hit and Run. Every second of your life, Simpsons Hit and Run. Wherever you go, I'm sleeping right here on a yellow mattress of Homer's face. Simpsons Hit and Run. Well, I'll one-up you. Let's stream for a full year. Simpsons Hit and Run every day. That would be the best week of your life. Oh, man. Schedule. Yeah, don't worry. Like, chat, at the end of the day, I got to make the best stream possible. I'm not going to be able to make everyone happy, but, you know, I still like to use the data to help figure out what works best for everybody. And if the majority picks one thing, then I will try it, and then I will test it and look at the metrics and then see what works. Because a lot of times, you know, what is said and what works can be two different things. I want to make the best content ever for you guys, so don't worry. We'll figure it out. But the next thing I want to say is on the Discord, okay? We have in this channel right here, Stream Topics, where this is a topic where you can post subjects for us to talk about every single Goose Morning Live. And I started noticing that our Sub Sunday topics work a little bit better, in my opinion. So in the Sub Sunday, we do once a week. It's been postponed for a bit due to, like, I have to make my YouTube video. But effectively, it acts as like a hub for everything to do in that Sub Sunday. And everybody makes one post, except for this person who's banned. And then people react to the thing that they want. And this seems to work relatively well, whereas this seems a little bit noisy. So I think in the future, chat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a Goose Morning Live or whatever, like whatever the date is. So let's say today's the 8th. So I will make one before, just the same way I would with Soup Subaru Sunday. I'll say Goose Morning Live November 8th, 2024, just like this. And then you can suggest everything we talk about in here. So I just have one link dump and I can just go here. And then also from historic perspective, you can always go back to it and see everything that we talked about that day. I think that would work really, really well. So yeah, I'm going to be testing that. So we'll test that for next week. In fact, let me just make a Goose Morning Live news topic dump. I think we're 40. Actually, Goose Morning Live number 41. I think November 15th. Dude, how much did the Ape Escape guys cook? I'll add a tag here. We will be doing something different from now on and posting all the topics and or questions in these mega posts per each week, and you can, similar to Sub Sunday posts, and you can vote your favorite topics. It's easier to read, less of a hassle, and better for historic purposes. Let me know what you think. All right, I gotta add a tag. You guys are gonna see the secret sauce here, chat. Do 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 do. Goose Morning Live. Let's do this one. Goose Morning Live. Look at that, chat. Look at us. Look at us. So now I can go ahead and boom, post. And now what I can do is I can pin this. Boom. Pin this. And now I can go ahead and copy this. And I can say, vote on your Goose Morning Live topics of the week in the new mega post, mega thread here. Boom. Look at that, chat. New changes coming to Goose Morning Live. We will be aggregating all the best topics and links and questions per one post, just like Sub Sunday in the GML Mega post that I will post every week. $5 every time I say post, every week. Add your suggestion. Adding your suggestion is now easier than ever, and I can easily look at it before the show starts and make a new one every week, just like Subaru Soup Sunday. I messed that up. It was Subaru Sub Sunday. Chat, I've lost it. And then I always like to finish it with a good ZG Nice. This is the greatest Discord that ever exists. It's the greatest Discord that ever exists. Chat. Oh, I forgot to, I'm a silly goose man. Edit. I forgot to include, at Goose Morning Live. Bing. Boom. Been warned. Jacob HRL. Hello, sir. First time chatter, you beautiful goose-tastic individual. Hit him, Cameron. Cameron. We'd love to have it. Chat, I gotta go. This has been a fantastic stream. We talked about so many great things. I really want to give a quick shout out to our new followers. Of course, if you'd like to join the Discord, there is a pinned comment in the channel. The Discord is available to the 10 first people who can join. I want to give a special shout out to all the new followers for this stream and everyone who subscribed. This is absolutely insane. You know I love our streams. And this is our first time doing a Friday stream. So let me know in the Discord if you like it or if you have suggestions for other times. We're going to be making some tweaks. I'm very impressed with this. It's been incredible. So Gabu Main with the follow. Shout out to you, Gabu Main. Let's go. Jacob HRO with the prime sub right out the gate. He doesn't mess around. Let's go, chat. Jacob H, Jacob H, Jacob H, Jacob H. Let's go. Jacob H, what an absolute stallion, chat. Let's send Jacob H some love. Jacob H, you little rascal. You little rascal. We appreciate that. Shout out to Guardian Vados for the follow. The Truth Sika 333 with the follow. Code Gaming 25. Damian DePaulo with the follow. Echo Yas with the follow. Envelope with the follow. Nardis Nair Siddharth 96 with the follow. Yoda is Gons with the follow. Ghost Pepper 1246 with the follow. Spikes Levine with the follow. Brug Victoro with the follow. Luke Strollo with the follow. They're all beautiful, goose-tastic individuals. Quick shout out to World Map and Cassius 237 for the sub. Absolutely insane. Let's go. Shout out to Trevor and Lyman, Gary the Stormtrooper, Tacos, Drak Aqua, Mumbles, J Kobata 97, Ev Tomos, Mixed Boys, Too Sharp, Hirugashi, Tetcher 927, Dahaka, Your Dark Side, ETH 2201, Internet Superstar, The Mayonnator. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Shout out to all of you guys for the follow. You guys are beautiful, goose-tastic individuals. Don't listen to Show Pony. You're not a bunch of butt nuggets. Maybe you are. I don't know. Who's to say? Chat, this was an incredible experience. You guys know I always love our Soups and Brews Sundays. Shout out to Show Pony, Gronk, Mr. The Out Cold, Knightley, of course, Mr. Danny Lemon, Dubs0413, Just Rustling, Bebo, Lemon, Guardian Vatos, all of you rascals, incredible. We had Punch Sploder, we had Slimy Roast in the chat, we had all you beautiful little rascals, and mine. All of you guys were there. Shout out to Sponge Aim for the memes in the Discord. Shout out again to everyone who boosted the server, and mine. Trying to scroll up here. And mine was there. Weezer with the boost. Weezer with the emotes. Show Pony with the boost. You guys are all incredible. Thank you guys so much. Dario555, of course. Quote Monkey with the chats. I notice all of you guys. And if I forget anyone, it's because I have a goldfish brain, and I apologize. The Mayonnator, of course. Curtis Soldier, of course. All of you little rascals. Incredible individuals. But guess what? Because it's Friday, you guys get to have a beautiful rest of your weekend. A goose-tastic rest of your weekend. This was incredible. We will commit this again, probably next Friday instead of Saturday, but we will see. We need more Mr. Danny Lemon. I'm buying Simpson Sin Run. The curse is going to be broken. I will post it in the Discord. Okay, you have my goose guarantee. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and I will see you all in the future. Keep it cute, you beautiful rascals. Mwah!